you all should be able to hear us again. So we'll do the intro again. My name is Abby. I'm the game master for our Burning Wheel campaign. And we're going to just jump back into the character introductions. Alphonse, if you would do yours again, please. Whatever's different.
Yeah, I'm John. I'm playing Alphonse. New beliefs this session. We need to talk to Professor Franck about the undead. If they can be saved, we need to know how, but if they can't, we might need to pool our talents together for a big fire. And the Royal Guard is beyond implicated in this plot, and I need to find the connection and bring it to light for all to see.
Nice.
New instinct also.
Ooh.
Anyone could be involved in this conspiracy, making me super mistrustful of just about anyone but myself, maybe Stella, and Mia. That's me. That's
Interesting.
what's new.
Logan.
Yes, I'm playing the lovely, lovely, lovely Venus. Beliefs, let's see. New ones. So Alphonse is willing to risk my mother's position in his pursuit of justice. I cannot allow him to ruin everything. And then my other new one will be through the damage caused by her fire and in losing herself in her vigilante crusade, Mia has demonstrated that she does not belong in Orestes. Once this debacle is resolved, I must convince her to leave or have her removed. And then my instincts and traits are all the same. That's
Gotcha.
Venus.
All right.
Sean.
Hi, I'm Sean, and I'm playing Mia, of course. And we have changed everything up for this session, at least belief-wise. So, number one is Sophia is too powerful to be left alone. She must be destroyed somehow. Number two, whoever is behind all of this must be in a position of power. Bertrand and the royalty need to be investigated. And lastly, Venus and Alphonse are too unreliable to be trusted to see this through. I must gain the help of people who can get things done. There we go.
All right. Same instincts and traits as always for everything else. So, does anybody want to recap on what happened last episode so I don't spoil anything? Just whatever you remember is good.
All right, let's see. We just finished the council meeting, and we're recovering after our hasty escapes. Then Mia suggested everyone go to the cave she had found that she thought Delfino had been going to. Turned out Delfino was an illusion, though Venus had seen him going to the castle with Bertrand and someone else.
Philip
Gregory, everyone's favorite. Of course, we found out very quickly that the entire group is a very bad set of adventurers and immediately proceeded to explode ourselves with magic runes. Mia fell into a pitfall. And then we heard screaming voices and we found poor sweet Chrissy chained and lost to the darkness. Seemingly, well, she's dead now. Courtesy of Venus, but Mia and Alphonse wanted to try and save her, but it will not be. And then upon exploring deeper into the caves, they found a giant underground cavern that was filled with motionless undead, seemingly waiting to be used for some purpose, and really struggled to come up with a good plan about what to do with them. Until eventually one of the undead started to leave, and it was the captain of the Royal Guard. Logan? Was it
Yeah,
Logan?
Captain Logan.
Captain Logan, who we then proceeded to follow out into the city. Alphonse had an entire debacle with that I won't get into.
Not worth it.
Mia tried to heal herself and succeeded, and had a philosophical discussion with Venus that was, as we've seen, completely useless for both sides.
You forgot the highlights of Venus not taking any damage that entire time.
Did you actually
Sophia.
not?
No.
And then Sophia ninja exploding a rock that we threw at her.
Oh,
True. it might be important to note that Sophia is terrifying beyond belief.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
But she must be destroyed, so...
That's what Mia says anyway. All right.
All right.
So, last we left
And I think
off,
everyone had split up,
Yes.
unfortunately. So
I think you all went
triple
your
the
separate
DM.
ways. So I don't know. Whoever has a scene they want to do, let's do you first. So somebody can pipe up with something.
Complete terror.
I would like to go to Bertrand's house.
Okay.
Oh, Birch.
Uh,
Probably one of the least.
You make your way to Bertrand's house. He lives in the Temple District, basically, like one of the few nice houses that's over there. So you make your way over there. It's early afternoon at this point, I think we decided.
Mhm.
And you make your way over there, and there does not appear to be anyone home. You do know he has some he has like a door person that you've interacted with before. So you could talk to them if you wanted, but it doesn't seem like anybody's like milling about the house.
Yeah, I'll definitely talk to that person.
Okay, so you knock on the door, and the guy comes to the door and opens it for you, and he says, "What do you want?"
I was seeking my cousin Bertrand.
He is not home right now, but I can take a message for him for you if that's what you would want. Or I'm not exactly sure where he went off to. I think he had a council meeting this morning.
Boy, did he.
Indeed, he did. And you say he's not back yet.
Not back yet.
Okay, well, this is also John forgetting we saw him going up to the castle. But, well, it would be very nice of you to take a message for me. Maybe just that I've come to my senses and I could really use his help right now.
He goes and like gets a scrap of paper and like writes this down. He's like, "I'll be sure to tell Master Bertrand when he comes back that you've visited."
Now, he won't like this, but I'll be up at this school. It would be very I would really appreciate it if he came to see me.
He makes another note and says, "Of course, of course."
Thank you so much. And that's it. I'm leaving.
Okay.
I'm going up to the school.
Have a nice day.
I forgot. Okay. Well, that's my scene. I'm sure we'll all convene at the school somehow.
Yeah.
So.
Logan, do you
yeah.
have something? I'm sure you do.
Yeah, so I had left Mia to go to the House of Pleasures.
Mhm.
And I think I would like to... Oh, shoot. I don't know if I want to... I want to go to the black market.
Mhm.
Do I remember how to get there?
It was in like in your mom's like library that she has in the upstairs of the House of Pleasures, like where she stays. And there was like a book that she pulled, and maybe I don't know. There's like some way that she passed through the door, but she did specifically ask you to see her if you wanted to go there again. But you could ignore that if you want.
Fine, I can't do that.
YOLO.
I'll just go to my brother,
Okay.
whose name I'm forgetting off the top of my head.
Toro.
Victoria.
Not to be confused with Delfino.
Not to be confused.
with Delphine.
Or Ezra.
Or Ezra.
Poor Ezra. You guys haven't visited him in like
I was just
4
about to.
episodes.
We had a lot
I just
of things
want
to do.
to check on Victoria.
Yeah.
Anything
So you
Marcus
saw
is different about
him
him.
yesterday. He seems to be
Yeah.
doing better. Like he is not he's not to the point of like communicating well, but he's not like moaning in pain at every given moment either. Like he seems to be having a restful slumber currently, and he's just like breathing slowly and looks very peaceful.
Can I cast a spell?
Of course, always, Logan.
I have never done this before.
Oh.
Cast a spell?
Arcane knowledge.
Ooh, it's a good one.
It's a good
And
one.
I want to, because I don't really have any academic skills, and I know you can use that. I just want to, having got a pretty good look at Chrissy and the other zombies,
Yeah.
I want to see if I can tell if what was happening to Chrissy is similar to what Victoro is.
Yeah.
Like, see if it's two different things or if it's like related in any way.
I'm skimming the skills to see what would be applicable.
Maybe like a medicine
Yeah, I was thinking.
or
They're like poisoning specifically.
I'm sure there's poisoning.
Poisons?
Surgery.
But that's a special skill, not a
For academic.
academic
And
skill.
there's anatomy.
Is anatomy a
Apothecary.
academic?
I have
I'm
no
looking at
idea.
all the academic.
I have no idea what that means.
Anatomy. It is academic.
Anatomy is academic, yeah.
That's
Is
fine.
there, Is there
Mm,
pathology?
No.
It's also alchemy,
Just like there
but
should
that's
be.
that's sorceress. We'll just come up with some, like it doesn't really matter what the skill is. So we'll say to determine if there's similar effects.
Yeah, like I want to use zombo pathology.
So it's gonna.
Sounds more like folklore to me.
I think I'm gonna make it ob 3.
Or zombie wise.
Zombie wise. Ob 3.
Undead wise.
So then it's ob
3.
6 for you, right? Because it's your third one.
Great. Oh,
It's your sixth one, yeah.
It's his
pretty
third
good.
one.
no, it's my third one.
Oh, third.
Yeah.
Yes, sorry.
Or it's 6th, I guess, kind of. Yeah.
My
It's-
ob is 6.
Your ob is 6.
Oh, this is gonna go so poorly. Can I have an advantage die?
For what?
For having recently
Because
killed a semi-undead being.
I got a good look at Chrissy,
Uh-huh. Sure.
and I cast a spell on Chrissy.
You did cast a spell on Chrissy.
Okay.
True facts.
Oh, God,
True.
Did a lot
These
more
are
than
all
that.
true facts.
And I'll do it. Oh God. What can I have and make this still be challenging? That's the real question.
How many dice do you have?
Challenging? Oh.
Ob 6, so I can only have 5 dice.
Yes.
Yeah, without using Eartha.
Mhm.
I don't want that advantage anymore. I relinquish it.
Okay.
But
You
I will
want to
spend.
fail this real
I
quick?
will spend a persona.
Yep.
Gives me 1. And then fate.
Fate is after. You reroll a traitor.
Did it roll?
Nope.
I have not seen it.
Okay. I'll just redo that.
Take 2.
Oh
5
man.
to 6. That was lucky.
But you had a 1 that was your last one, so you can spend a fate
He's got
and
2
reroll
ones.
it if you want.
I will spend a fate.
Big money.
I can only reroll 1.
Yep.
I can't spend like another one.
Nope.
Oh my god. Yes.
Nice.
Lucky.
Oh my god, I passed a challenging
Wow.
thing by myself.
That's impressive.
It's really impressive.
Oh, I'm gonna fail everything else.
This is all your luck for the day. What was affecting Victoro seems to have passed and is not like no longer affecting him.
Okay.
Like for the most part. He's still unconscious, but it seems like it's exited his system. What was affecting Sweet Chrissy seemed similar, but like it had gotten worse than Victoro ever got.
Okay.
So Victoro recovered, but Sweet Chrissy just continued to decline, is what it seems like.
Okay. So looking at Victoria, I'm like, he just really, God, his state just reminds me, I feel like of somebody who's important to me, but I just can't think of who it would be. So I'm going to go tell my mother that I think Victoria was on the up and up.
Uh-huh. She'll tell you
that
she noticed this morning, and she's very hopeful for his recovery.
I'll tell her that Sweet Chrissy is no longer with us. She was succumbing to this curse that is this zombie thing, and so I put her out of her misery before it could take hold.
You tell her this, she pales. She's like, how did you, where was she?
It's a long story. She was deep under Mount Magic School.
Mountain Magic School.
Ah, yes, Mount Magic School.
I
The
know it well.
aptly named mountain. There.
And she's no longer in pain.
No.
I suppose that's for the best.
Yes. Well, I have errands to run, but I shall be home tonight. If I'm not, don't worry.
Too much.
I'll try not to. And you leave, and you see her like go and pour a very large glass of wine as you exit.
To Ezra's room.
So, Ezra not currently in his cabin.
What the?
You make it up to the magic school and he's not there.
Who said he could leave?
Do I still have his brother's little thing?
I thought
Thought
threw
you
it in a
burned
fire.
it.
I did burn it.
How could you forget?
Because it's not very important to me.
See, you say that other people have the fires, but you have your own fires.
Oh,
Just for this one boy.
burn.
I'm just gonna go around and I guess be like, has anyone seen Ezra?
Yeah,
And
so
then maybe stumble
you
into
you
Alphonse.
ask a couple people and they kind of like bumble about. He's a lower classman than you are, I think.
Ooh, scandal.
So not that many people know him, but eventually you find somebody that was like, "Oh, I think I saw him in potions class just a couple minutes ago." They kind of point you down the way.
Potions class at this school? What the hell?
It is everything. So many things you never knew.
Okay.
So you go down that way, and
go
you kind of find Ezra like talking to the potions professor that you've never met, and he's like finishing up his conversation, and turns around and sees you, like, "Oh, Venus!"
I'm just gonna run up and hug him.
Oh, he hugs you vigorously
sweet.
back.
I thought you had left.
Left for where? I just recovered.
Yeah, I couldn't find you.
I was so sick though, like I thought I was gonna die.
Do you remember anything?
He thinks really hard. Let me roll for him.
Do we remember anything about?
What is this even gonna be? Perception? Sure.
The trauma that he
Good
experienced.
job, Ezra. It's like I've been out for how long? Days?
Ezra Logan doesn't even know how long
Couple
it's
days.
been.
He says
A
that and
week
he's like,
at most.
the weirdest thing though, before I got sick, Delfino came and saw me.
Yes.
And
then
like
you
he
visited him.
he wanted to tell me about he was talking about you, I think, and then
Yes.
Like, I like you. So then I was like, oh, yeah, I like Venus. And then Delfino offered me, like, a drink and was like, cheers to Venus. And then I don't remember anything after that.
Cheers to Venus.
Cheers to Venus. You're such a sweet young dove, Ezra. Do you remember this, convenient potion master? Do you know of a drink that Ezra will describe to you now that would do something like this?
The potion master is like
Convenient potion.
this gruff, very large man. And he's like, well, Ezra, please tell me about it. And Ezra's like, oh, well, he must have mixed it with like wine or something because it just tasted like a nice red or something. And like, and then he tells him the symptoms. Potion master's like, that sounds like something that would be up Professor Frank's alley if it's like a poison, but I would be happy to research for you if there's anything I can do.
No, thank you.
Good old Frank.
Ezra, do you just want to... We're just going to go to a park or something.
Sure, that sounds great.
I'm just going to spend the afternoon with Ezra, not concerning myself with the other of these two.
That's very sweet. Where do you stay, like, in the magic school area, or do you like exit that area and like go into the city and find a nice spot?
Either.
Okay.
But I'm gonna be prodding him to see if he remembers like going to Delfino's cabin, or if he remembers anything about when I came to visit. And then I'm also gonna tell him that I came to visit him every night.
You're the worst.
He doesn't remember anything after he got sick.
Okay.
And he never went to Delfino's cabin, did he?
He did.
When?
Because I remember I opened the door. It was when I was...
Oh, yeah. No, he doesn't remember that.
Okay.
I forgot about that. That was scandalous.
And I'm also going to tell him that his room was ransacked at one point, and I tried to put it back together, but I think some stuff went...
Mm-hmm. He's like, oh my goodness, thank you so much for looking out for me and caring about me and visiting me every night. That's so sweet. And I'm glad that there's somebody out there that's looking out for me and caring about me. It means a lot. My parents never really took care of me, so I was on my own. He goes on.
Oh, God.
So you have a nice afternoon in the park. Get like a magic picnic. And have a good time.
I show him I am 40% better at magic than the last time you saw me.
Yeah, really good.
Demonstrate
drastic improvement.
Yeah. I'll show him my tongue thing on like a squirrel.
Oh, God.
No,
On a
please.
squirrel? Oh, God. Poor Chester. Perfect. All right. Mia, what are you doing?
Mia has taken a moment to heal herself in the temple and maybe just pause for a moment, and then she, I think, is heading back to the magic school and would like to A, find Professor Franck, and B, see if August is still
Oh, yeah.
alive.
Nice. Yeah.
Even. He hasn't died of a seizure or something. Or been off while she was gone. So,
Who are you finding first?
good question. I think Franck first.
Okay. Circles!
Circles, circles, circles. Alright.
Is that something we could all, if all of us are going to try to make it to Frank's, can we all roll circles?
Yeah.
So,
Venus is spending an evening at the park.
Yeah.
well, that's true.
He's having a good time.
But if you're
Not-
gonna find Franck as
Hopefully
well.
Franck is not at the park.
Something about like, I feel like you said something about us not taking our jobs seriously. I don't know.
Up to for Frank, I think.
Two for Franck?
Yeah.
Yike.
Let's see.
Is there? You can't. Can you fork
Can you
things into
fork into
circles?
attributes? I forget. No, you can't fork into
No.
circles, I don't think.
You could do a linked test.
Ugh, that sounds even worse.
No. Is there like Mia? Is there anything you did before going up to the school?
What do you mean? In the city?
Yeah, or at the school before searching for Frank.
Not really. Like I said, I think she healed in the temple, so that would have taken time.
Yeah, true.
But other than that, there's no one she wants to see in the city itself.
Would things line up such that we would meet up with each other and get to help each other search, Abby?
Nope.
Okay. Well, then I'll finish with my circles. Yay!
John found him. Let's see if I can do this.
Make sure to mark the difficult circles.
Ooh, thank you.
Ooh, there you go.
Wow, you guys are so good at finding.
I literally need one challenging to advance. That's
Yeah,
so
just
exciting.
find somebody difficult.
Find someone hard to find.
Stella or something.
irony of
except
the
we know where
situation.
she is. Ugh.
I actually have so many routine circles. I need harder ones. But I don't feel like failing circles tests, so.
It's not super fun if you fail circles. Just go find Vivian again.
Oh, God.
Way
Actually,
back
she's
to
probably
episode 1.
easier to find.
Probably.
Because I have notoriety. Like, I have...
Yeah.
Um.
So you both coincidentally bump into each other as you're going down to Professor Frank's dungeon. Boom.
Oh,
Mia, you look
Alphonse.
like you're feeling better than when we parted ways.
I am feeling better. It, was not a huge wound. Did you take any time to heal?
Not at all. We'll deal with that later.
You might want to
knows?
take care of that.
Yeah. But surely Frank knows how to help heal too, right?
You know him better than I do.
I really, he doesn't. Think he doesn't like me. I'm just starting to catch on to that, and so I don't know.
Oh, I'm
But
sure he likes you, Alphonse.
that's
Just
fine.
in his own special way.
That's wonderful. Let's finish finding him.
So you are just approaching his classroom office area where he spends most of his time outside of classroom, also just like hanging out with, I'm sure he has like a couple of cadavers that he like teaches people on and stuff. I don't know. He's
Hanging
a
out with
creepy
his
guy.
cadavers,
But you show up and he kind of knock on the door as you enter. And he sees Mia and he's like, "Oh, Mia, thank you so much for visiting me. It's so nice to see you and I'm glad you're doing well." And he looks at Alphonse. He's like, "And you brought Alphonse." And he turns back to Mia. What can I do for you today?
Frank, have you heard? Frank, may I call you Frank? Professor.
Whatever suits you, Mia.
Frank, have you heard the news about Sophia?
Sophia? What of her? I know she was missing. I think Stella mentioned maybe she had come to the council meeting, but I kind of dismissed it as hopeful talk. I don't know.
Well, something that looked and acted like Sophia did come to the council meeting. But me and Alphonse are 100% sure that it is an undead creature.
And how can you be so sure? I have taught you well, but 100%.
Mia, can you do the thing where you show him what you see?
No, it doesn't work with memories.
Oh my god. Well, Professor Frank, how easy is it to make undead living again?
Well, quite impossible, Alphonse. I would hope that you would know this by now.
Well,
Yes,
I don't-
Alphonse.
I don't get the best marks in this class.
I
Not
wonder
really.
why.
I know, me too.
Frank, we found multiple undead near the school. In
Where?
a cavern. There's a cave system up the mountain. Have you heard of it? Do you know of it?
No, I've never heard of this.
It was,
We could show you.
yeah.
I mean,
Looks like they have it.
I would love to see it. Is it dangerous? Do I need to bring
It
others?
could be. Do
Yes.
you want to bring the whole school? I'm fine with bringing the whole school.
I pull a sleeve so that he can see where I got burnt by those freaking runes. It's dangerous.
I mean, that looks like barely a wound, Alphonse. I'm sure you can suck it up.
It was incompetence, that's all.
Mia fell down a pit.
Well, now that's concerning. Are you all right, Mia?
I am fine, Frog. Thank you for your concern, as always. But
the
I
tool have a
also have one point that I would like to ask real quick. Have you? Well, no, you might not know. If you haven't talked to Stella recently, do you know anything of August?
No. Is he all right?
He was not last time I saw him.
You
know where
might
Stella
check
is?
on that. I don't know where anybody is at this point. I kind of just stay down here. Like they move around offices so much up there. Like I never know where anybody is really, but I can try to help you look if that would be useful.
Would he actually be useful to us? I think it makes more sense to gather up some other faculty or upper level students to take with us.
I agree. I think, Frank, we should gather a larger group before we go delving. If at all possible. I would love to have Stella join us. I say through gritted teeth.
Yeah, it would be best for her to see everyone in the state they're in.
Are you sure you don't want me to come down and confirm your suspicions before we gather the whole school?
Nope.
Well, we don't need the whole school, but maybe a couple professors would be helpful.
Well, would you? I can go gather a couple professors, and then you guys, if you know where Stella might be, that might be helpful, and I can see who I can scrounge up.
Sure. Let's do that. We'll meet in the courtyard in 15
an hour?
minutes.
Oh.
An hour's probably more reasonable. I hate to agree with Alphonse, but
I know you do.
Time is of
Is
the
there
essence,
a school nurse
but
I can go visit in the meantime?
just make a
I will
health test, Alphonse.
defer to your wisdom, Professor Frank. I will see you in the courtyard in an hour.
See you in an hour. And he leaves with you and then splits off at a T at some point.
Where would we find Stella?
You can do another circles test.
I think we've made many's a circle test.
For Stella.
Oddly enough, she's not in my list of circle relationships.
She definitely should be.
She definitely should be.
Yeah.
But, you know.
She is also obtuse.
Not always the
Okay.
best at keeping track.
Can one of us help the other?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but she's actually going to be ob 3 for a reason that I just thought of.
Okay, yeah. Why don't I help you, Mia?
Oh, you want that difficult test?
Well, it's that. No, I don't even need a difficult. It's I think you have a 3 in your circles. And
I do
only
have a higher circles.
2.
I will find her.
Not to metagame, but I'm gonna metagame for a moment.
Not to metagame, but to metagame a little bit.
Mhm.
Burning Wheel's
Okay.
all about the metagaming.
So one help, and I think we have enough time to do it carefully.
That
But-
doubles the time.
Yeah, an hour's not that long.
An hour's not that
To
long.
search
It's
one campus?
it's a big school.
She also, like, if you succeed your circle, she is wherever I just put her in my head.
Oh, jeez.
Which might not be at the school.
Okay.
Interesting. Let's try it.
Okay, I'll just do it with one modifier. No Artha, base op 3,
No.
1 success.
Okay. Well,
Do you have a
With a
6?
6.
worth it
Is it though?
to make a failure less bad.
Sure. I have a lot of fate.
Yeah, no kidding.
Oh, I
We're
just
gonna-
added one to you. There you go. Subtract.
Doing. Oh, and there we
Yeah,
go.
not great.
That
My
open-ended
gosh.
6 for another.
So you search around the campus for Stella and don't find her, and it takes you a while.
Yikes.
You've been looking for her for 20, 25 minutes.
Ugh.
Various classrooms that she might be in, or like if she's guest lecturing for some other classroom where the professor's like out of the office or something like that. Like you search pretty much everywhere you could think to find her and you don't find her.
Mm,
Yeah.
I
Okay.
guess. Well, that's
Stella's
that.
a no-go.
No go. Can I find somewhere nice and quiet to try to heal myself?
Yeah. Easy.
How work?
How does healing work?
Yeah.
I think you test health and it's ob 1, and as long as you make it, then you're okay. I'm
Yep.
pretty sure.
Okay. Sweet.
Because
Okay.
you just have a superficial wound?
Let me double check, but I think yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just an ob 1 health test.
So do I go from superficial to bruised if I do pass?
No, you just get
No,
rid
it
of it
just
altogether.
goes away.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so nice. Well,
Hope you
if
don't
I-
get anything higher than a superficial, 'cause-
I know.
or
right?
really higher than light.
Nice.
Wow.
So you kind of sit
One
down
out of
on
five.
one of the quieter benches, like in one of the hallways, and kind of sit back against the wall and like listen into the lecture you're supposed to be in as you like bandage your wounds.
Totally in character. I appreciate that.
Yep. And yeah, you're able to like apply like a salve to your burn, and you're able to clean it up pretty well.
Yeah. Alphonse always keeps a first aid kit on him.
Of course he does.
Because that's just what a good scout does. So cool. But that I
Alright.
assume takes most of the rest of the 40 to
I
30
don't think it takes that long.
Oh, hold on. Did I bookmark this last time?
I don't know if it gave a specific
Recovery.
time amount for how long it takes.
To recover, you have to pass an Ob 1 health test. If successful, the pain fades immediately.
Wow.
So I think it's pretty quick. Like you can sit down for 10 minutes maybe and
Well,
Be okay.
alrighty then. Should we?
So we probably could have done it while we were delving in that cave system, but
Right. Apparently, should we try to enlist other students, Mia? Or do you want to try to find August?
I'm gonna
specifically
try and find
instead of-
August.
Yeah, I would. If I can help you again, I'll try that.
yeah.
Yes, you can.
August is Ob 1 defined.
August is ob 1.
Yeah.
And let's see. Where are my buttons for this circle test?
How many times have you circled him up?
I've probably not been keeping good track, so
Come on, Sean.
I
You find him
know.
though. It's okay.
I probably will never have to find him again in a couple more sessions.
Oh, sad.
Sad day.
August is currently in his cabin, and that's where you go to look first, and he's there. And he's just kind of like sitting in a chair, like at his table, kind of like frantically writing on a note.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Mia like sees him, runs through the door, runs over to him, kneels down in front of him and like looking at his face, and it's like, August, are you okay? What happened?
You can see his eyes are kind of like glazed over. They look very like milky. But he looks towards you and he's like, "Oh, Mia, I knew you'd come. I'm glad you made
course you
it." Yeah. I'm glad you made it so early. The headmistress is not who she appears to be.
Nope.
August.
I've
I'm aware.
seen this.
What a profound fortune teller.
This I was aware of, August.
Yeah, we saw
What
that
is it
too,
you're
August,
writing?
just, different.
You look down and you can't read it.
Duh. That's why I asked him.
Like, I'm writing the vision that I saw. The headmistress, I think she was poisoned by somebody.
Oh, this we are sure of as well.
How do you know this information?
I've received visions too, August. We found evidence in her cabin that someone had poisoned her.
Mhm.
So it makes no sense that she would have shown up at the council. But then you started convulsing, and I had no idea what was going on.
She showed up and I got these visions, and apparently they're confirmed based on what you found. Did you know that she's in some kind of cave system, cavern?
Yes, I did. August, do you want to come join us?
I would love to come join you. I specifically don't know what's going to happen, which kind of terrifies me. But
The
we'll
more
see.
the merrier.
And he reaches out his arm to like brace on you.
Can you see?
No.
Then maybe you shouldn't come with. Have you been blinded, August?
Temporarily.
I do not want to put you in harm's way. You should not come.
I would like to join you.
I have no idea what will happen. I can't risk you. If we do not come back within the night to see you, you must find Captain Lance Doria and tell him all you know. Promise me this.
I promise.
Good. And then she kind of like pats his arm and says, "I'll see you soon." And leaves like a boss.
Like a boss. Poor August.
Poor August.
What a sad boy.
I love him.
I do too.
All right. So we leave.
And we try to meet up with Frank, right?
Meet
Because there's no
Frank.
one else. There's no one else to really seek out,
Nope.
or that killed most of the time.
Unless we want to try and find Venus.
You
I'm not
could?
interested in finding Venus.
Oh.
Can I have made a falsehood test to try and convince Ezra of those things?
Yeah, his will's like 1.
Yes, that's what it needs to be.
Missing a routine?
The routine falsehood test.
He is the most
Yes.
innocent of boys.
Yes.
He is
Ezra.
so innocent.
Look at that roll in convincing you. Let me level up my falsehood.
Also,
I mean, if you had
Sean-
failed, it would have been hilarious, so it was worth it.
Yeah, me helping you, Sean, actually did help me level up circles, so much thanks for that.
I knew it, but it's fine. It's fine.
Well, I
Don't
didn't
worry.
know. I was reading through how that worked, so yeah, it's because mine was
What
a
goes
2.
around comes around.
Because mine was a 2, it was a challenge, not a difficult, which awesome.
There you go. That's how you do it. That's how you play the system.
Play the game.
Which is how you're supposed to play the game.
Yeah.
Figuring out 12
Irony of it.
sessions in, it's great.
We're getting there, slowly but surely. Mia's not gonna try and find Venus. I mean, If she sees him, she sees him. But
Let's see. I love Die of Fate. Nope, Venus doesn't show up.
What is it supposed to roll? Because it's been low and it hasn't happened. It's been high and it hasn't.
A 1 is like the off chance result.
so it's a
yeah.
one in
One in
I don't even
6.
know.
That's not bad.
6, Sean. It's a D6.
It was a decent.
Yeah, but I was thinking of the percentage.
A 1 in 5, I guess, is the
Is
ratio.
20%.
Yeah.
It's
It's
No,
no,
that's
it's not.
1, 2,
Oh my
5 is
goodness.
the odds.
Yeah.
Right.
1 in 6 is the probability.
Yep.
This is pointless, anyways. Okay. We find Franck.
Yeah. Franck meets you in the designated meeting spot.
Designated meeting spot.
And it
Who
seems
has he
like
brought with him?
well, hold on. I'll roll circles for him and see if he knows people.
Oh,
I feel
God,
like
we
he
picked
should have
the
a
worst
bonus
one.
to circles too, finding professors, since he's a professor.
Yeah, but he just says he doesn't go upstairs.
I'll
He
give
just
him.
needs to find every. He just needs to go room to room and find whoever.
Oh my goodness, he did so well. So he shows up
Did
with
do good.
3 other professors. There's like
Whoa.
the professor of illusions is there,
Wow.
and
That'll be useful.
the professor of potions showed up, because they're both kind of in the dungeon together.
Checks out.
And then somebody else. What else? What else would there be? There's like the.
Please make it the professor of Destroy with Sorcerer's Fire.
Sure, why not?
We could hold on. We could
Yes.
roll. We could roll for this.
We could roll for it.
Who?
Do
has
you want to
the-
roll? We could roll for each
Yeah, here.
magic school.
Yes.
So, I was using Venus's line for some reason. So, Destroy with Sorcerer's Fire shows up.
Dope.
Advantage shows up.
Yes.
And Evoke shows up. So, pretty good.
Oh my God! Yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
I
So we've got Destroy
love
with
that.
Sorcerer's Fire, Evoke, and what was it?
And I'll copy these up here so we know who they are. So, we got Advantage. We got Evoke. And we got Destroy with Sorcerer's Fire.
That is really lucky.
Yeah.
Wow. Go us.
Plus
Go
Professor Franck, who's like
Thank you,
the
Franck.
defense against the dark arts. Death arts?
Death
Death
arts.
arts.
Yeah. Not dark arts. This is not TM. We don't want any copyright infringement.
Nope.
Yeah, no kidding.
Okay. So we've got our group.
You got
Let's
your.
get some torches this
It's the
time.
A team.
The
Yeah,
A
torches would be
team.
great. Or probably some of these professors can literally just cast light or something.
Yeah. The
Or
Destroy with Sorcerer's Fire one, like, pulls out a torch and, like, blasts it with fire.
It's so extra. I love it.
And then there's just this little flame at the top.
Oh gosh. All right.
Love it. Actually, yeah. Can you describe the Destroy with Sorcerer's Fire professor to me? I feel like they're going to be insane.
I think they are insane. Like, I think they look pretty clean because they don't mess up all that much. But
Sure.
there's like random bald spots on their head where like they messed up too many times and the hair never came back, and their hair's just kind of like frizzled up.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Wonderful.
Imagine it's like this like skinny, mousy older man with like no hair left.
Very mad scientist.
Yeah.
Okay. And I think Mia just starts leading them up the mountainside. And I think she also is like, thank you everyone for coming with us, and just as a heads up, we don't know exactly what is going on, but something is hiding in this mountainside, and we need your help. be prepared for anything.
Mm.
Good job, troops. Very inspiring speech.
So inspiring.
Chester like comes out and chitters a little something and like pumps one little fist in the air. And Mia's like, "Well said, Chester. Well said." That brought a tear to my eye.
I think Alphonse probably chimes in to give more detail in terms of like number and if we recognized anyone we saw. And then also warns them that there were at least one of them left the cave and could come back.
Hmm.
Yeah. So just so that we watch our backside.
Yep. Cool. So you head off, and you reach the cavern. If you both can make me perception rolls, please. Two.
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 I super don't see whatever it is.
Oh my gosh, we both did bad, but we
But you
did
at least made
extra
it.
bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Mia, you notice a rune that you didn't notice before. At the entrance of the cave that's like above the cave like opening. And there's just like a little like a very faint blue
before
rune
even
before
in?
entering, yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's
Mia
like there's
stops
the
everyone.
arch and then it's carved in just like above it.
She's like, "Whoa. Wait a minute. What is that?" And helps everyone else see the rune.
Mm-hmm. Whoa.
Yeah, they all see it. They're like, "Oh, there's a rune there."
Anyone know what it is?
Um,
Or do I need to whip out the arcane knowledge again?
I don't think
Oh,
any of
geez,
them know
didn't
what it
work out
is.
well.
I think that means everyone knows what time it is.
Do they know how to negate the effects of a rune, whether or not they know what the rune is?
They think if you could find a way to trigger it without like if you can like if touching it doesn't trigger it and if you can like wipe it from where it is, then that could get rid of it. But it depends on what the trigger is. So you would have to know what it does to know the trigger. But you could just try wiping it and see if that worked. I don't.
See if you explode.
Yeah.
Can Alphonse take out his bottle of ink that he normally takes copious notes with
Uh-huh.
and try to like corral everyone back away from it, but try to toss it at the rune
Yeah.
to like break and have the ink shatter over
Do you
it?
want to arcane action it?
Oh my god, yes I would. Because why not?
Throw that
Throw
bottle
that
of
ink.
with
Ob
such
2.
force.
So it's ob
Jeez.
3?
Oh no.
I never remember which one is like increases. Hold on, I'll look at it.
Can I do it carefully?
Yeah, it's
Or-
ob 3.
Which one is it?
Carefully
Yeah,
would
can I
be
do it?
slower, yeah.
That's fine. I'm just throwing a thing.
Just
Yeah.
throwing
How
a
long
thing.
can it take?
That's
MBD.
+1, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Ooh, no, you can't fork things into sorcery, can you?
You can fork a select few
Skills?
things.
Could I do engineering, like with the angles and the?
You can make a
the,
linked test with
trajectory.
engineering.
Okay, so would that be I roll engineering first?
Roll engineering. The engineering ob is ob 2.
Okay.
And then if you get more successes than 2, then you get a +1 to your arcane action roll. If you get less, then you get a -1. And if you tie, then nothing happens.
Stakes are high. We'll see
Yeah.
what happens.
Nice.
Yay!
You at least didn't fail. Did you get a 6? You got
could
2
open-end
6s.
it.
I got 2 6s.
Yeah, pretty good.
Okay.
You have a
So
lot
I can
of faith,
spend
but
fate
Yep.
for 1.
For
And
both.
I'm gonna do.
no, for both.
Yeah.
Oh, sweet. Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Nice.
One
So
more
you
success.
get a +1 to your arcane action.
Sweet. but I'm still gonna do it carefully, patiently.
Carefully.
Carefully. So that's 2 mod.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yay. Okay. I will get here eventually. By the time we are done with this system, I will understand it.
It's
better.
okay. It's very complicated.
Only to be forgotten for when we come back.
Yeah.
Right?
Base ob 3.
Yes.
You said. Cool.
Oh no.
Oh my god.
Yikes! That was real bad.
You could
Can't
spend
I-
a fate on this to re-roll a traitor.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Oh my god.
6, 6, 6, 6. No.
Jeez.
Jeez. Wow.
Another trade.
Then make a fort ob2 test.
Don't laugh, Logan.
Oh my god. At least I'm doing things. Fort ob 2.
Yep.
The professors were about to be really embarrassed with you.
Very embarrassed.
Yeah. no
So they
kidding.
watch you, that you pull out this bottle of ink and you cast a spell and you throw it and it goes behind you and just like splashes on the ground.
Well,
I think we'll be okay
I guess we walked under
because
it
it
earlier.
didn't activate the first time we walked through.
But could it be something to scry us with?
Maybe. The other
You know
option
what?
is I try and use arcane knowledge on it,
I mean,
or wipe it and explode ourselves.
your call.
Part 2.
Part 2.
I think Mia would rather just go while
Go.
she has the professors.
Sure. And I mean, even if it brings whoever's doing this to us, it's kind of not a bad thing, maybe. We'll find out.
One can hope.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. We'll walk.
We lead them.
So you go under
Into
this
the
rune
cavern.
and nothing seems to happen. Like you're not assaulted with fire or anything. You see it like if you like go back out and watch it as like people pass through, you can see it like glows more intensely like as people are under it, and then it fades away after people have passed. But that seems to be it's the only visible effect you can see, at least. But you continue on. The pit trap is still there, but the fire trap hasn't like replenished itself, so you can pass by and you kind of know where things are at this point.
We have light this time too.
Yeah, and you make it to that T where it's like the green light and then the dark to the cavern.
All right. I think we just take the right to the cavern, or at least that's the way Mia keeps going.
Cool.
Yep.
So you make your way over there, and you kind of come around this opening, and the cavern opens up, and you see, through the darkness, now that you have like a sorcerer's fire torch, you can see the bodies and their silhouettes reflect off of the wall behind them. But there appear to be less than there were previously.
They're being moved.
I mean, I guess I'll point that out, and then I'll say, so we could either try to wait and find out where some of these went, or we can just destroy what we can find and keep searching later.
Either way, Frank, we need you to confirm that these are undead.
Frank is already down there, like, by the bodies, like, looking at them, and he's, like, fascinated.
Don't touch them, please. They
Is
seem to
Sophia
respond in
here?
self-defense.
He, like, pokes one that looks like a blacksmith, and his hand gets smacked. He's like, oh my goodness, I've never seen anything like this. I was, like, looking. And then he finds, like, the professor is still there. Sophia's still there.
Sophia's still there.
Where you guys left her. And he finds her and he's like, oh, so what you said was true.
Yes.
Yeah.
Definitely do not touch her. She will mess you up.
Noted. And the other three professors kind of come down and like they're staying pretty far away from these bodies and they look extremely concerned.
Frank, what do you think is the best course for getting rid of them.
Theoretically, killing them just like anything else would work.
Theoretically, okay.
Theoretically. And he points to Jenny down the street, and she's like, but it looks like she's been burned to a crisp, and she's still standing here, so...
Yeah, that was Mia's doing.
All right, I resent that.
It's true. Not judgy about it. It's just the facts.
Could we at least try and contain them by destroying the entrance?
We could. You would think, though, that zombies waiting out of this cavern would have warranted some attention up until this point, though. There might be another exit?
Oh, we know there's another exit. It's just a matter of where.
Do you know where it is, or you just know that there's another exit?
We're pretty sure there's another way to get here. But we don't know where it is exactly.
We know there's another door, though, like through the Chrissy room.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there is. So it could be that, since we've been told the caverns doesn't have any other entrances.
Not that you can see.
Right, not that we can see.
Yeah.
I think Mia looks at all the professors and is like, well, I think we can agree that Sophia is no more at the very least.
Frank's like standing there. He's like, I think you're right.
You think?
It's like
this is your job.
Oh my god. She's your boss. How little, like...
The destroy with sorceress fire man is like vomiting in the corner holding his torch.
Oh, no.
I got really
I really need him to get it together because I want to burn some things.
I got really excited because I absolutely assumed that it was a woman.
Yeah.
And he said, and then changed your mind.
Yeah. I wanted it to be a lady, but I already said it was a man, so...
Oh, I missed that earlier.
Yeah.
Dang. Let's check this other door from Sweet Chrissy's room while we have the chance.
Professor Frank's like looking at these bikes like, I'll stay here and watch the corpses.
No. Mia's like, I think that is an incredibly bad idea, Professor Frank. We have no idea how they are operated or how they become awake.
Give me persuasion up 3.
Can I help?
Yeah.
In any way possible?
How are you helping?
Advantage?
How would I help? I would help by saying, no one should stay here by themselves. So, Frank, if you insist on staying in this cavern, I will stay with you.
Oh, that's a really good way to help. I love it. That was awesome.
Can I have advantage because we obviously are in a room filled with zombies?
No, but Professor Frank likes that.
His job.
I think that's a disadvantage.
Yeah. If anything. But you can just have one advantage and then it's odd 3.
How's your persuasion?
Bad.
Oh,
great.
You want to spend a persona?
I don't want to, but I'm gonna.
Just one?
I guess I should have volunteered to do the persuading.
Mia's doing it now.
Definitely.
Oh yeah, she absolutely is. I would have had disadvantage, but I'm also 5 at persuasion.
You're 5 at persuasion? That's ridiculous. Okay. So I have 1 help from Alphonse.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna spend 1 persona.
Yep.
And I'm gonna fork in astrology.
Nice.
Why
yeah.
not?
My favorite.
Oh, which we do separately, don't we?
Yep.
Okay, so 1 modifier, 1 Artha. Base up 3. Oh, thank God. Time
Nice.
to roll
So
astrology
work.
and pray.
Nicely done. That would be hilarious if your astrology's a 1.
Yep.
Roll it again.
Wait, now we have to remember how astrology ones work.
It explodes backwards. So that counts
Right.
as a, yeah. So you're at 2, and then you can spend a fate to reroll those 2 6s if you want.
Yeah, I'm definitely spending a fate to reroll those 2 6s.
I love astrology.
Wyatt decided to hate me today.
Okay, so you still make it.
Ugh,
If, but barely.
that was terrible. Okay.
So you present this argument to Professor Franck, and he seems unmotivated, and Alphonse is like, I'll stay with Professor Franck, and he's like, I'll come with you, just get me out of here, and he like leads the way out.
Okay, I also want to get the Sorcerer's Fire Professor, and I want to say, I think we should raise a wall of Sorcerer's Flame over this entryway for the time being.
Mm-hmm.
That way, if anything tries to get in or out, it will at least be damaged. Or potentially deterred. They're horrific, disgusting creatures that you were just vomiting about, so I think you would agree with me.
Can you give me also persuasion? This one's up to...
Why?
And no, it's not to get him to do it, it's to get him to like snap out of it.
Mm.
Oh. Okay. Well, then can I change how I do this?
Yeah.
um,
He's currently basically incapacitated and just like dry heaving in a corner.
Okay. I love it. Mia I forgot about the advantage professor. Mia like takes our Sorcerer's Fire Professor by the shoulders,
Yeah.
lifts him up, and like looks him in the eye and says, there are terrible, terrifying things in this world, and these rotten creatures could be coming after you next if we don't do something about it. So the truth is that we won't be safe unless we find a way to contain them.
I love
think
ugly truth.
It's in our best interest if we raise a wall of fire for the time being.
Nice. Yeah, I dig it.
Ugly truth, or I guess persuasion, but fork in ugly truth. Or
Yeah.
whichever, it doesn't really
That's
matter.
fine. Whichever.
Okay, well, I'm closer to leveling up persuasion, so let's do that.
Okay.
All right. So I'll get 1 modifier from forking in. Oof, I don't want to spend it on it. Watch me fail miserably. Yeah, not good.
So he's
Or-
he's very out of it.
Damn it.
He like looks terrified and like almost goes to leave, and then the stench of the like death hits him again and he starts like vomiting again.
Okay. I look at Alphonse and I say, Alphonse, get him up and out of here, please. I'll help.
I'll just try to hook him under a
Yeah.
shoulder and
Right. We're just
Drag
trying to get him out.
He is
of
not
this
hard to
location.
move. He is a very skinny man to begin with, and he's not putting up any resistance.
Okay,
Cool.
now I need to know how hard it is to raise a wall of Sorcerer's Fire.
I don't think that it's a consistent effect. I think it's just instantaneous.
No, it's
Oh, yeah.
what?
Walls of magic
I don't have the
fire.
right one.
not. Walls, any other duration is applicable to set up walls
So
of
you
magical
could do...
fire.
I guess you still
But if
have to choose a breadth. Right?
Well, yeah, that's the problem.
It's gonna be pretty difficult.
Yeah, it's going to be too difficult.
Yeah. Is
This
there
is why I wanted the professor to do it, and I could
Mhm.
help and I would get
Is-
a challenging test.
Is there anything that we could just block the room with?
It's gonna be like 9 at the minimum. It's gonna
Yeah,
be very
God.
difficult.
Yeah, I don't need to blow up the entire mountain, Mia.
Now Mia realizes she's failed in her Sorcerous Fire goals.
Is there like the stone thing that Sweet Chrissy was chained to?
Mhm.
Is that fixed to the floor?
So you make your way back in there, and you see like a horribly bloodied corpse of a lady with her throat slit.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Can I tell when
Well,
about
that's
that
not
might have happened?
like we left her.
It's very much not Mia.
Mia's
Who
like
wa-
eyebrow is just twitching.
Who walked out of here last, Mia?
Just chill.
I don't remember. I went first.
I thought I went first. I had the glowy sword.
No, I turned into a cat and I
Oh,
ran
yeah.
after them first.
Right.
And you're asking the person with terrible memory to remember something.
Oh my God, you're right.
You just
Well,
admitted to summoning a sword, Alphonse.
and
Her throat was cut.
you're not here. I need you to. Can I mute you? Well, I think it's pretty obvious it was Venus. He was the one who didn't like Sweet Chrissy here and didn't want to leave her here, and that's really sad. Well,
It
let's
could
see if
have
we can
been.
move this table.
Is it big enough to block the? I don't think it's gonna do much. Alpha.
It had a human woman strapped to it, so it was big enough for
Yeah,
that.
so it's like long enough that way that you could set it in the hallway, but then it's only gonna be like 3 feet high.
Anything
And I
else we
think
could stack?
they could use multiple people to move it out of the way again.
Yeah.
We could follow this tunnel. But are we sure it's not makeup on Sweet Chrissy? Just really high quality makeup. Thanks, chat. She's getting into the Halloween spirit. No. I think we have enough evidence that we need to get more people involved again.
City Guard and Navy, maybe?
City Guard, Stella. I mean, multiple professors have seen this.
Yeah. So I guess leave instead of go down that other hallway?
I just don't know how useful the other hallway is going to be.
Surely it won't take that long. Like, while we have a group together, let's fish it out and see what's there.
Okay. Hopefully there's no more traps.
Fingers crossed. Although that one we purposefully touched, so that's on us.
Hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully. Let's start creeping down this hallway.
So you're going down the other exit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So this exit, it kind of winds down a ways, and the professors keep following you, and I think eventually you get to a point where it's still very dark, but the cavern kind of opens up, and you can see like a couple of people just like wandering around this area kind of aimlessly.
Okay.
But they haven't seen you yet.
Maybe we get back into the hallway.
Back up. We need probably don't want to mess with anyone at the moment.
No.
Do they look recognizable in any way?
It's pretty dark.
Oh, it's just dark.
So you
can
just saw, like,
there's figures
shadows.
movie. Okay.
From the flickering torchlight kind of illuminated them a little bit, but they're not recognizable. And as you kind of back up and you like hide behind here, one of them, like if you're peeking around, you see one of them just like stop, then just scream for like 2 seconds, and then stop screaming and then keep walking.
I'm sorry, what?
Okay.
What?
Yeah.
I think we
that's
should
normal,
go back.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's get the heck out of here.
I think the professors probably agree with us.
Yeah, they'll do whatever. I mean, the Destroy with Sorcerer's Fire professor, you're just like carrying him around as a backpack.
Why did you guys bring these liabilities?
And the advantage in the Evokes professors are fairly helpful, but they have no idea what to do about any of this. So they're just following your lead and Professor Frank's lead, and Professor Frank's just kind of following you guys.
Okay, we.
He wants to go back to the zombie room, but
We
Alphonse
are
threatened
not
him, so
going back to
we are
the
not.
zombie room.
Yeah. He's very sad.
We'll find you some zombies at a later date.
Yeah.
I guess.
Until then, we need more resources. No, you're not.
Venus is bad resources. Okay. Yeah, so take them back out into the wild world.
Okay, you go back out to the wild world, and we will take a break here. And we'll come back and see if Venus has been up to anything exciting on his date.
Maybe.
And then jump back into it. So we'll be right back. 10 minutes. And we're back. So you all leave this cave system with no apparent issue. And we're going to hop over to Venus to see if he's doing anything.
Yes,
The
I think we
answer is
had
no.
a lovely afternoon,
Yeah.
and I think we're gonna go try. I'm gonna tell Ezra sort of a lot of what has happened,
Mm-hmm.
and then I think we're
How
gonna go
much
try
do you tell him?
the highlight reel.
Okay. But like everything truthfully?
I know. Yes and no. I make myself sound way better.
Okay.
I completely leave Alphonse out,
Sure.
and I make Mia out to be like this wild woman.
Yeah. That's fair.
Yeah. But otherwise, yeah.
Okay.
And then I think I'm going to try to take him and find Stella.
Okay. Circles. Ob 2. Oh wait, I made her Ob 3.
You made it.
Is she
up
back
for
yet?
us.
It's Ob 2!
Oh my god.
It's been a couple hours. She's had time to do her thing.
It's Ob 2.
Yeah.
Oh, let's see. Is Ezra helping me?
Do you want him to help you?
Is it gonna hinder me?
No. If you're like, Ezra, let's go find Stella, and then he's like, puts his arm around you and he's like, okay, whatever you want. Like, I want to help you with this zombie problem you have. I think this sounds like fun.
Yes. I want him to help me.
Yeah, he'll help you.
God.
Sad. Is it a 6? Nope. Stella, not back yet.
What
Stella,
is this bitch?
unfindable.
Okay, well, I think I'm going to then take Ezra to the House of Pleasures.
Sure.
Hmm.
Has he ever been here with you before?
No. I'm going to introduce him to my mother.
How sweet.
And I'm going to be like, this guy had what Victoro has,
Uh-huh.
and he's better, so I'm just looking up for Victoro.
So you show up at the House of Pleasures.
Yeah,
Victoro's like, when I grew up, my dad used to tell me all about this place. He came here a lot, but I don't know what he did. And like, you go in.
I'll just
I
be
hate
like-
it.
I'll just look at him and be like, sweet Ezra, this is a whorehouse.
He just blanches and he's like, I guess that makes sense why him and Mom broke up.
Oh.
And he was probably spending a lot of cents here.
You go in. Whew. And your mom is there just like bumbling about doing her thing. You see her like making her way back to her like little private room with the curtain. And she doesn't have any customers, so you go up to her.
Mama,
Venus, I was not expecting you back so soon.
yes, today was much more uneventful than I imagined. I don't imagine anything got done anywhere in the city by anyone being productive, so luckily I didn't miss out on anything. This is Ezra. Ezra, this is my mother.
Ezra, I've heard so much about you. And she like takes his hand and shakes it. Maybe, yeah. He like kisses her hand and he's like, haven't met you, but you seem very nice. And if you raise Venus, then you must be a goddess or something like that. I don't know. Yeah. He's very over the top.
No, Venus, or Ezra, you flatter me. Anyway, mother, he had what Victorio has, and he's better now.
She kind of looks at him and like touches his face and like tries to see if he has a fever, and he doesn't. She's like, well, that is very good news. Victoria has not woken up today. When Ezra, you said, when did you get sick? And he's like, oh, I don't know. It's been a couple days and da 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 da. It's like,
I realized it's been longer than a couple days.
oh
'cause
yeah,
we
it's a
had that
couple
week
weeks. Yeah.
time.
Yeah, you're right.
jump.
So it was a couple weeks. But they come to the conclusion that Ezra got sick like a couple days before Victoria. So it should be pretty soon now that.
But mother, development. Ezra's ailment was brought about by one Delfino.
Delfino. Have I met him?
Have you? He was at that party you threw the other day.
Very flamboyant, over the top. Not my style.
Not your style. Not my style either. I don't know whose style he would be. Anyway, he caused this to Ezra. Do you remember seeing flamboyant man with Victorio ever?
Not that I can recall. I think you all sat next to each other, didn't you? At the party.
Oh my god, didn't he put something in his drink?
Yeah, he did.
Oh my god.
Did you forget?
No, mother, I don't think that must have been a different time. I don't remember.
Lying to your own mother.
I think if Logan forgot, it's fair to say Venus forgot.
Yeah. Venus, you were like in on it too.
I know.
I know.
Yeah, you were the one who wanted it to happen because you wanted him to die.
Yes. Thank you, Mia.
You're welcome.
Anyway.
It's your little shoulder, Mia.
But Delfino I saw him walking with Count Philip after that council meeting. And Sophia was not with them. So I don't know if Delfino was like pretending to be Sophia. Because he wasn't there and then he was suddenly there, and she was there and then she wasn't there.
This is all over my head, Venus. You know, magic and stuff, very complicated things.
Oh, my goodness. I don't know how I let this slip. I found the headmistress.
Well, now this is information I'm interested in.
You know when she was at that council meeting?
Yeah. You
I
think
found
she
her
was
there.
Delfino?
I don't know. Illusion is not my strong suit. But we found her deep under Mount Magic School.
Mount Magic School.
Near where we found Chrissy. She was just sort of standing there, statuesque, and I tried to prod her, and she animated, and there was a brief fight, but I overpowered her, but she came back to being statuesque afterwards.
That's my brave boy.
I know, yes. I tried to put her out of whatever state she was, but I was unable to. Anyway, I fear she's not recoverable. But when she was at that council meeting, that was not really her. Someone was animating her, and I would put a lot of stake on it being Bertrand or Count Philip. One of the two. Both of the two.
Do you think
And
they
you
have
know-
that power?
I don't know. I think they have quite the handle on the committee. Do you know that Alphonse is related to Bertrand?
I think he did tell me that at one point.
I just think it's suspicious that Bertrand was doing all this and suddenly his cousin is a permanent member of the council.
That is curious. Alphonse seems to be on our side, though. Aren't you friends?
We've had a few run-ins before, but I'm just saying it's a little convenient that this all seems to happen, and then suddenly everyone trusts Alphonse. He gave him all the information.
Well, if the aristocracy knows of this and has control of the headmistress, we need to take action straight away, because if they're able to use her vote, there's no telling what they could or couldn't do.
Do you remember that letter I gave you?
Yeah.
Do you think that was written before or after
I'm
someone
not
had
sure.
control of her? I mean, have you ever had conversations with the woman about something like that, or was that completely out of the blue?
She was very ambitious. So I wouldn't put it past her, but it could be after. I mean, the letter did speak against the aristocracy and the crown. So I would guess if they're in control of her, then it would be before. But maybe I don't know.
Sweet Ezra, step out of the room for a second, would you?
Of course, Venus, whatever you want. And he goes.
Okay. Now, Mother, the headmistress is currently in a state where she's easily controlled, yes? What if you were the one to control her? You would have 2 votes, would you not?
Yes.
Well, do you think that would be something you would want?
I don't have any means to do that, Venus.
I'm just saying this whole thing was instituted with a potion of some sort. Maybe you can go talk to that one man down in your market and see if he has something for the sort.
I could try.
I'm just saying this is up to you. I'm just thinking about your interests.
That does sound valuable, but didn't you say you touched her and...
Yes. I'll have to dwell on it. I don't know. I would say avoid Bertrand and his cousin and
I try to.
that Philip man for the time being.
Will do. We've never seen eye to eye on many things, so I'm sure that won't be difficult.
Maybe have one of the girls down on the street with just keeping watch, so that if someone comes, you can get out.
I can do that. Sure.
And it might even be worth moving Victorio down into the black market on one of those where we met with that man, just so he's not here. God forbid something happen.
I can work on that as well. That shouldn't be too difficult.
Okay.
That spiral staircase is pretty tight, but the right angle, we might be able to get him down there.
Just have one of the girls help you, I guess. I don't know.
I'll work on it. Don't you worry, Venus. I hopefully have it under control.
I was never worried about it. Okay, well, I'm gonna go out now. I'll see you sometime. Maybe. I'm gonna go back under that mountain, so hopefully I come back out. If not, rest assured, Victoria will keep getting better.
Good luck under Mount Magic School.
Yes. Okay.
You
Goodbye,
leave,
Mother.
and
Yep.
so you leave and you close the curtain back or whatever.
Yeah.
And you see Ezra is sitting at a table, like, awkwardly, and there's 3 girls surrounding him, and he's just, like, trying to fend him off. He's like, I'm not interested. I'm not.
Ladies, he's with me.
They finish fawning over him and kind of, like, look kind of angrily at you and then scatter to the winds. Thank you for saving me, Venus.
You wouldn't want them anyway, Ezra.
Do you think any of them knew my father?
Almost certainly. Isn't that a weird thought? Let's leave.
You leave.
And we will go to the magic school. And I'll drop Ezra off.
Yep.
Dead weight.
Yep. You drop Ezra off, and he's like, why can't I come with you? I want to see these zombies. They sound exciting. You can fight them and save me.
Ezra, I'm going to be very honest with you.
And yes?
I don't think you would make it out of there.
You know what's best. So I'll stay here.
Ezra, no, he doesn't.
You're just so sweet. I think they would ruin you.
If you don't come back in an hour and a half, I'll come looking for you.
No. If I don't come back, then I probably died.
No, I have to come looking for you.
You know,
That's what love is all about.
Oh my god, Ezra. Ezra. Ezra.
What if you're dying, but I could save you?
I would never want to be in a state where I was saved by somebody.
Rude.
He looks very confused, and you kind of take that moment of confusion to just, yeah. So you get out of there, and then are you headed to the cave? Is that what you're muted?
I think I'd go to Professor Frank.
Professor Frank. So you can't find Professor Frank.
Jeez, I guess I'll find these other 2. And I'll look for Mia and Alphonse.
Mia and Alphonse. And so you spend a good while looking for them. Like, they should be at the magic school based on what they said they were going to go do.
Do I find Chester?
So you're searching for them. You find a squirrel with a very large tongue struggling to eat a nut. And then you hear, like, another squeaking noise, and Chester comes running up and, like, runs between your legs, and then you see Mia and Alphonse and Frank and 2 other people that you barely recognize. Like, or 3 other people, I guess. They're Alphonse has one, like, over his back. A very frail old man. And they're just walking into the courtyard from the direction of the cave system.
Who are these people? Are these zombies you've brought up?
Yeah.
No.
You should. Yeah.
Venus, a pleasure to see you as always.
Hello, Mia.
These professors just joined us to see what was hiding under the mountain.
These are professors.
And I needed Frank to ensure that they were zombies. Or undead.
I can assure that there were many zombies down there. It was very exciting. I'm very excited to go down there with a notebook and take some field notes. I've never seen anything of this
Which
sort.
we're very much not gonna
Do
do
you
right
know
now.
who carries a notebook and loves field notes? For Dr. Frank?
Who?
Alphonse.
Oh,
I think you 2 would get along splendid. Have you met Alphonse?
many times. I think my
Some of
field
us go
notes
to
are
class.
different.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, probably. Well, I was just about to head down to that cave to check on Chrissy. If anyone wants to come with me.
No, you're welcome to go.
Venus, Chrissy seems to have died.
What?
I
Like she
know, a
became a
surprising turn of events, but her throat was cut when we.
Why would
found
they
her.
cut her throat if they were turning into a zombie?
I know, very
Mhm.
curious. I'm
That
not
doesn't
sure,
make any sense.
but it's beside the point either way. She's now beyond anyone's reach, except for that of the gods.
Mm-hmm.
It's, I don't know. Yeah, go Alphonse.
Well, and now that we have more people who know the truth that there are undead underneath the mountain, we figure it's high time to get some more help. We're looking for Stella. We're looking for probably the captain of the city guard. We're maybe involving the navy.
I think I know who's behind it.
Who?
Delfino.
You give him probably too much credit.
That's a lot of credit, yeah.
That is a lot of credit.
He's just a contact in the school.
Or maybe one of the early undead.
That too. We have no idea of knowing.
Don't want to think about that too long.
He never was sick, I don't think.
Mm-mm.
Okay,
True.
all
He
right.
could just be a
A terrible
collaborator.
human being. Yeah,
terrible
Fair enough.
human being.
definitely the alternative.
Either way, I agree with Alphonse. We need more people involved.
Professor Franck. I am addressing him for a question.
Yes, Alphonse.
The undead downstairs, like it was pretty. It's not hard to tell that they're undead, right? But when they're more animated, how would anyone be able to notice a difference?
They become animated.
I thought we explained. Yeah.
Like with personality. Or just
Yeah,
like
that one
zombies.
city guard man you had saw.
Yeah, we literally chased a bitchy city guard out of here.
Royal Guard, right?
Right,
Like, still
yes,
very
oh my
confused about this
goodness.
new development.
I keep
Whoever's
messing up.
idea this was,
That
they
you
need to
caused.
just
Yeah, right.
rethink their priorities.
And Sophia barged in on a council meeting just this
Oh,
morning.
I see.
Well, Sophia, we think it was obviously the undead animated version of her.
Can she still do magic?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
So we threw a rock near her and she just vaporized it.
That's not great.
Yeah,
No,
it was
it's
not.
not.
No, it's not.
Is that like we couldn't tell that she was undead while she was in the meeting? Is there some kind of just telltale marker that we could look for or tell others to look for?
I will. Her body that you've seen looks pretty bad. Like, is
Okay.
decaying.
Okay.
But not like she wasn't like that at the
But
council
when she,
meeting.
right.
I think it was an illusion at the council meeting. I think it was Delfino under an illusion.
That would make sense. We saw them going up to the royal castle after.
It's possible. Since they seem to be able to cast some pretty good illusions.
Mia, can you give me a perception aptitude check?
I would love to.
All of the professors are illusions.
Everyone's an illusion. Everyone's an undead at this moment.
Mia is in a city of illusions.
Nice. So this has been bothering you for a while, but those herbs that you found down in the black market looked very familiar. And you had seen them before and tried to identify them and failed. But like as Venus is kind of blaming this on Delfino, you piece together that you had seen those collection of herbs like at his little alchemy station in his cabin.
Oh.
You literally stole things from him.
Yeah.
Yeah, from when I stole those herbs from him.
Cool.
So we know for a fact, yes, that Delfino has been making some kind of poison. Franck, is there like a potion that is used in the process of creating undead?
Yes, it's pretty standard.
Please do
Standard.
tell.
That's terrifying.
I mean, if you're going to be doing the death arts, there's a toxification that you have to do first to contaminate the body and the soul and kind of prepare it. So you prepare this potion out of these different herbs. They're fairly rare, but I've heard. I've heard.
Well, what if would they happen to be these herbs?
They are
And-
those herbs.
Mia pulls out some fun little herbs.
Yeah. So he's like, and
These
then
are
after
courtesy of
toxification,
Delfino.
Delfino.
Yes, right, yeah.
Mm-hmm. He's like, after toxification, then you like torture your victim and kind of like break their spirit, and then after that, you can kind of rip their soul from their body and then like take control. So it sounds like that's what's happening. Very interesting stuff.
Well, when you put it in that jolly tone, it sounds like no big deal.
That's probably what was happening to Sweet Chrissy was she was in the torture stage before.
So before she lost her soul and before she was undead.
Probably.
Wow. That makes whoever slit her throat a stone cold killer.
Is there a way to reverse it once it's started?
There's some folklore out there that can help correct it. But it's
So what you're
difficult.
saying is-
Like if the toxification process works on you the first time, sometimes it can fail and then you're just sick for a while. But then you're fine and you're immune to the effects. But if you're not, then it has a permanent effect on your body. Like there's some people who have gotten toxified and then become cannibals, or they'll only eat like earthworms or weird things like that.
Two very
but-
different. Yeah, okay.
Very
So what
different
you're
levels
saying
of the
is-
food chain.
Chrissy was long gone, and it was merciful to.
I mean, she would have been, if she was in fact in the torture stage, she would have still been herself, just with a little few extra quirks. Sometimes I think that's a little fun.
I'm sure you do.
Frank, I love you. I agree. Quirks make everything a little more fun.
Were you ever in the toxification stage, Dr. Frank?
Me? No, never. I have considered trying it on myself.
I think that would be a very bad idea. Still, we need to find out, is there any way to trace the magic, potentially?
The problem is
No.
it's not exact. I mean, it is a type of magic, but it's more alchemy.
Right, but on people.
At least to the point. Once you rip their soul from their body, that's pretty much 100% magic. But
Why don't we?
Really?
know
I
where
thought
they'll
regular
go.
people could do that.
We know who's behind it, and we know where they are. Why don't we just march up there and get him? It's Delfino, you know him. He's not a super powerful mage. He probably just learned a few tricks.
We don't know that. And if he's got the full support of the royals as well as the priesthood, because Bertrand and Philip are untrustworthy.
Ugh,
Yeah.
my goodness, what if this is just a way to rid the city of those two awful institutions all at once?
I mean, that sounds great, but again, they've been given some
We just need maybe a little more support still.
Like I said, I think we should go talk to people in the city guard and perhaps Captain Lance.
I agree. I think Captain Lance is a useful person to get on our side. At the very least, we could station guards around the front, the mountain entrance, in case people try and come and go.
Are there other professors we would trust to assist them with that guard duty? I just hate to give however many guards we leave up there to whoever's turning people into zombies.
I mean,
I think
they're
it takes a
soldiers.
while.
Aren't they supposed to be able to handle that sort of thing?
Yeah. Yes, they should.
I
be
mean,
able to
only
handle it.
the either they succeed or they don't, and either way, I mean, we can ask some of the professors if they want to help.
Aren't you a
but-
guard, Alphonse?
No, I don't know why
Not
you keep
officially.
getting that wrong.
Were you at one point?
I went through some of the training.
Oh, so you could guard the cave.
But I would also be the person who would probably get the help from the guards. So
I thought they didn't like you after that. The way that Captain Logan talked to you, it sounded like you weren't in very good terms.
yeah, Captain Logan is a douchebag and he's a part of the Royal Guard.
Oh, see, those lines are so blurry.
Yeah, it's like something happened to make them less separate.
But he's a zombie. So how do we
Yes.
know that the captain of the city guard's not a zombie?
Captain
Oh,
of the city guard.
So
Oh.
thing we figured out. When we were down in the cavern, do you remember seeing my friend, the cook?
No. What cook?
What?
Mia, you always forgot his name, and John forgets his
Isaac.
Isaac.
He's got to
He's
get
fed
his
you-
notes. Alphonse has to get his notes.
He's fed you so many times, but just
Oh, that man who makes the canteen food. Yes, I remember him. He was down there?
He
Oh.
was down in the cavern.
Wow, why
which-
didn't you have like any emotional response to that?
Because I was also emotionally, in fact, us dead.
This is hilarious. That's like 1 in 5 words.
Great. Yes, Isaac was down there, and it explains why whenever I run into him at the guard tower, he doesn't seem to remember anything. So I
Didn't
think
he
that's
just
how
have
we
a
know.
child?
Something like that. I
That's
don't really
so
remember.
sad.
Venus, you're being very distracting. I'm gonna go talk to the guard.
Okay. What are the rest of you doing? Venus and Mia, are you going with him?
I'm going wherever Mia's going.
Not necessarily. Mia wants to talk to Lance.
Okay.
Who's
Similar but different destinations.
similar but different.
Yeah.
Yes. And I guess she wants to bring Franck and August with her.
Okay.
Sucks to be Venus.
Who?
Persuasion.
We'll do the city guard first.
Cool.
So Alphonse, you make it down to that, like the watchtower area, where you've spent so much time,
Yes.
and you ask for Captain Abby of the city guard.
Mhm.
Makes the names easy to remember.
No.
Does it? It makes
No.
it so much harder.
No, and then we have little baby Officer Sean, who runs around and delivers
I thought he
messages.
died or something.
No, he's not dead.
Oh, he's not.
Anyway, you ask for Captain Abby,
Yeah.
and Sergeant John shows up and takes you to Captain Abby.
Wonderful. God, hate it.
And yeah, so you're taken to the office of what it used to be Captain Logan's office.
Mhm.
When Captain Abby was not based out of this watchtower.
Got it.
But now she's relocated in order to keep an eye on her troops. So
Cool.
she's there sitting at her desk, like taking some notes on a map and like, I don't know, regular city guard stuff.
Sweet. Captain Abby, I hope you have a few minutes. This is
Of course, I always have a few minutes for our loyal representative on the city council.
for now at least. Sergeant John, would you get the door?
Of course, and he closes it with him on the other side.
Uh, fine. Captain Abby, what do you know or what have you heard about the caverns underneath the city?
I've never heard that there are caverns underneath the city, so very little
I'm
to none.
I'm surprised.
Mostly none.
Well, there's folk tale of it, and it happens that we accidentally stumbled upon some. Uh, and quick question: do you remember the last time I spoke to you?
Yes?
Do you remember what we talked about?
We talked about you being on the city guard and us having a diligent spreadsheet of our recruits.
Okay, well, okay. So it was a weird aside. I promise there was a reason to it. So this missing persons issue has kind of
Oh, also that.
also that it's kind of ballooned into a undead persons issue.
Like zombies.
Yes, she's heard about zombies, but she hasn't heard about the cavern. Okay. Yes, like zombies. So we kind of Mia, the crazy woods lady who set half the
Sure,
city
I've
on
heard
fire.
stories of her, yeah.
She discovered the entrance to a cave, and when we followed it down, we found a cavern just full of some of the people that we knew were missing, and then people that we didn't realize had missing in the first place.
And you think
And
she made the zombies? Oh
no,
my goodness.
unfortunately slash for is probably not skilled in creating undead. So
Well,
we
that's
have no
good.
idea, right? It's good and bad, because we have no idea who's doing it, but we know that there are a lot of them down there, and that there could be more in the city. And I think it would be very valuable to have some guarding the entrance to uh, the cave that we found.
I just have one follow-up question.
Okay.
Can you kill something that's already dead?
My understanding is yes, though burnt husk of Jenny from down the street.
I wondered what
Something.
happened to her. She was the nicest lady. She brought me
Yeah.
zucchini bread when I moved in across the street from her.
That's very sweet and very tragic. I hope you have time to child, because the child is alive and the mother is undead. So, in theory,
Steve
yes,
is a very capable father, though, so I think he'll do a good job.
yes. So there are undead in the city, probably, or at least not let them spread throughout the city.
So you want guards stationed at this cave with the zombies to kill the zombies if they come out.
I think so. Now that kind of we're away from the cave, our reasoning for not doing it while we were there is a little fuzzy. I think we really want to try to catch whoever's been behind making them in the first place.
What you want from her?
I definitely want guards posted there,
Uh-huh.
and then I want to explain to her like what the undead people looked like, so
Yeah.
that any guards that are on.
So you just
patrol
want guards
remotely-
posted there, basically, from her.
I want guards posted there, and then I want them to know what to look for out in the city. For
Yeah. Okay.
like, if there's someone who looks.
Just give
bad.
me a persuasion up 2.
Okay.
I think it's up 2.
Can
Let me look.
I?
Do I even have a guard? I do. Up
But
3.
she's the captain
Up
of the
3.
Ob 3, but can we? You can't fork in a circle.
No.
Okay. Can you? How do affiliations work? What?
They work to find people that are like their
This is ringing
affiliations and reputations are only for circles, I think.
Got it. All this is checking out.
If you have like guard wise, you could add that.
I am not, so I will just go ahead and do the persuasion which is a terrifying
Up 3.
and some Artha.
4v3. Yay!
Yeah. Good job. 2 6s too.
Thank gosh.
Yeah. So she's like, okay, I think we can send a couple of more seasoned guards down there. Can you tell them directions to where they need to stand? And I don't know if there's any magic that they need to be aware of, that they shouldn't trigger or anything like that. I know that the magic school has things going on sometimes.
Yes, I can brief them,
Yep.
and then when I
So
wind
she
up
calls
doing it,
up a couple of guards, and you help brief them on like where to go and what to look for and whatever. And she sits in on this conversation too, so she can let the other people that are patrolling the city know kind of what to keep an eye out on.
Cool, good. And then before she dismisses me, I'll probably bring up. I think my friends went to talk to Captain Lance. What we know is that one of the students at the school was helping or performing these acts of necromancy, and we know that he was seen going toward Royal Keep and with Bertrand from the council and with Philip from the council.
Well, we'll keep an eye out.
Okay. Yeah, all right. I appreciate it, Captain Abby.
No problem.
I'll try to keep you up to date on what we find out as well.
Sounds good.
And I will leave.
You leave. The rest of you have to find Lance because you have no idea where he resides.
None
I'm
of us have
city wise.
any
Do I
idea?
know where he would where his headquarters is at least?
So he's the Admiral, which would assume that he owns some ships, and there's a very large like dock and shipyard in Orestes itself. But you can fork city-wise into your circles check if you want.
August doesn't have a vision that'll tell us.
Nope. August is sans
Rude.
visions for.
Do I know any of the ladies who specialize in the sailor district?
For sure.
Can I find one of them?
Yes.
Who is it?
It'll be at this point. It's getting to be like 6:30 at night ish, like dinner time. Let's see. It'll be Ob 2, but you can add your affiliation.
Okay. This is circles.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Circling it up.
It's not gonna be very good.
You want. I was about to offer help, but you already rolled.
Great.
So you're down on the docks looking for somebody to help you, and you run into a very familiar fortune teller on the street. I think literally like run into her. She like bumps into you and then looks very annoyed.
Can you watch where you're going?
I was
You can't
about
see
to
in
say
front of
the
you.
same to you.
How are you going to see the future?
She slaps you.
I cast open wide and say ah on her.
Okay, go for it.
How do I cast a spell in combat? Or is it not combat? I
It's
don't
not
know.
combat.
I just
She
cast it on
slapped
her.
you. Yeah. Let me look up what the op is.
Didn't we set it?
Trait.
It's like 4.
2 + 1 + 1 is 4.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's at least 4.
Yeah.
4. Okay, that's fine. I've named it. Perfect. Dang.
Oh, jeez. Do you want to spend a fate?
Yeah.
Spending them.
Oh,
Oh, and another one.
Whoa.
Doing good. Doing good.
So you start casting a spell, and I don't think you even get it off. And she slaps you again, and you take a B2 wound.
B3 wound.
B2 wound.
I don't know what that means. What do I do? Just mark it?
Yeah, just check
Yes,
one of the
mark
boxes.
one circle
It
under
shouldn't do
B2.
anything to you because it's just a bruise. So she
But she has a
slaps
lovely
you and she's
slap
like,
mark.
"You do well to treat your elders with respect." And she like spins and marches away from you.
What a
Mia's just
vile
like,
woman.
who was that lady?
I've never seen her in my life.
Me? Neither.
No.
Fortune tellers in this place are just...
Trash, really.
They really are.
Trash profession. Attracts trash people.
August says thanks.
Oh, August.
Well,
I
you're
did
not a
see
fortune
you.
teller, August.
You're right. I'm a fortune seer.
Exactly, you're a seer. not a
Ironic because you
teller.
can't even see right now.
It is a little ironic. Mia just pats him on the arm. Okay, so we're all completely useless, basically, because we can't find one person in this entire city. There's no military barracks. There's no military office. Nothing.
Is there like a single...
Not that you know of, anyway. There might be, but you've never.
Not that any of these. I'm Mia.
Not that
definitely
any
does
of the
not
people with
know.
you know. Yeah.
Okay, then we cannot follow this route.
We could follow that woman.
Where is she gonna go?
I don't know, but wherever she goes, we could mess her things up.
Well, I'm using that is wholly useless. We're trying to stop the undead from overtaking the city.
What if we go to Bertrand's room? We just saw him go up to the place. So what if he's probably not at the temple? We could look around his office. I've been in it. I know where it is. See if he's hiding anything. We're already
Okay.
wanted. What's the worst that could happen?
Sure.
To church.
You need to to church to commit crimes.
Look at that! You on the way to church, you run into Alphonse.
Alphonse, we're gonna go.
Alphonse.
We're gonna go steal
We're
from your
breaking
uncle. You
and
wanna
entering
come?
part 2.
We're doing what?
We're going to go ransack a church.
I mean,
Oh.
not really, but
Which church?
You know, the one to
temple.
that god who does the
Mm-hmm.
thing with your cousin.
Doesn't go to class, doesn't go to church.
we need evidence against Bertrand.
Bertrand runs the
Oh.
biggest temple that has multiple like the top pantheon of gods all represented inside of it.
Mm-hmm. Sure. Yeah, let's
Because
go.
we can't find the captain.
Yeah.
That's the real reason.
Oh,
So this is
Do you,
plan B.
do you want me to try to help you guys find the captain? Kind of
No,
like
I actually really like this plan a lot more.
I really like the idea of breaking and entering, and then we should definitely find the captain.
But
We
it's
can
still-
return to plan A after plan Bertrand.
After
Plan
playing.
Admiral after plan Bertrand.
Ooh!
Exactly.
it's
Oh.
still bright out. Maybe we should
Bazinga.
save our entering and stealing when it's dark out. Not to
that's
be
when they would-
cliched.
Alphonse, through the power of illusion, it can be dark
Any-
whenever we
yeah.
want.
Also, I was just slapped and my blood is going. I want to break something.
You
Okay.
know you want to, Alphonse.
Better. Well, I mean,
Let's rabble rouse, Alphonse.
I do love to ramble. We could. You know what? Yes, we'll try the temple, but you know what? If he's up at the castle, do we think he would keep any incriminating evidence at the temple or at his home?
I thought
We
his
might
home
have-
was the temple.
He doesn't live in the temple.
My understanding was no. John's understanding was no.
Yeah, he doesn't. Obviously.
Your
Yeah, he's a
understanding is
normal
right, we
person
just
with a normal
obviously
house.
don't understand.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Mia and Venus do not know.
I
Mhm.
thought they weren't allowed to leave the temple.
Venus,
You've seen him leave, Venus.
you've seen him at a council meeting this
I don't know how these religious matters work. All I know is he's not a very smart man, so he probably left evidence all over the place.
well.
Let's
We can hope.
break and enter his house, and then if that doesn't work, we'll do a temple.
Why don't we just do the temple first, because we know that's where his office.
Yeah, but is that gonna have temple stuff, or is that gonna have raising undead stuff?
Both. Because who would go to a temple to find dead stuff?
I mean,
But probably more people go to his temple office than his home.
mhm.
Yeah, but
So
no one's
more-
gonna go into his office to look for dead things, so that'd be the perfect place to hide them.
Let's start walking toward the temple.
Also, none of us know where he lives, I don't think.
I know where he lives. He's my cousin, remember?
Is he on your circles?
Yes.
Yes.
He has a relationship with him.
Yeah.
Oh, good. Can you find him so we know where he is, so we can know if that we can go where he's not?
Safest bet would be to check his house.
Is
We
he
should check his
married?
house before it gets dark, then the
He is
temple.
married. Let's check the house first.
He
He's
has a wife?
married?
I thought so.
I
Did he
don't
not also
know.
have
Maybe.
He is now, apparently.
I was pretty sure he was just a single celibate old man, but maybe
That's
not.
Oh,
what I got.
Sure, single celibate. I mean, I assumed he's not much older. I
I
guess if
could ask around, see if he really is.
Not
but
not really
no.
that old. I think he's probably like
40.
yeah, 10 years older than you.
Yeah.
Maybe
He could hold
15.
that above his head.
like late 30s then.
Yeah, late
No.
30s. Not that old.
Cool. Yeah, let's go for the house first.
Pretty old for like the Middle Ages though.
Mia votes house.
Very young for head of church.
That's true. Also true.
It's at least 2 for the house, so we're for the house.
Also,
Okay.
what about your sister, Mia? Do you think she's involved in this somehow? Should we go to her house?
No, I think she was just a tool to get to me, but if need be, we can investigate her. But I would prefer to keep her out of it, just in case she does not isn't useful.
Well, I can answer that question.
I thought
Lead
we were
the way,
breaking and
Alf.
entering a house.
Yeah, Alphonse, lead the way.
Yeah.
You
I'll
lead the way to the house. You see a small light flickering on the inside.
Does it look like his bedroom? Does it look like
No, it's
where...
like the entryway.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah.
So here's an idea. I already stopped by here earlier, completely forgetting the fact that he had gone up to the castle. And the footman has already taken a message from me.
Mm-hmm.
I could try to go to the door again and distract him while you all found an alternate entrance. Or Venus, you could say that it was Valentina looking for him, since they're both on the council. And Mia and I could try to find an alternate entrance.
Alphonse, you
Or
forget the power of illusion is with me. And transformation.
Sure. How do you want to use those powers?
I mean, I can become invisible at will. Or I can try.
And
There you
for
go.
those of us who can't, because forgive me, Mia, but I'm not sure you know what we're outside the body.
Can you just like climb in a window or something and I can distract him at the door?
I thought you were going to be the distraction, Alpha.
Either
but
one of us
Alphonse
could
has
be.
been inside, so he would know where to go.
Could you?
I can make you invisible, Alphonse.
That would be fun. Illusion is not my forte.
Or we could just destroy this man with Sorcerer's Fire.
None of us are really good at
No.
that.
We have the professor, don't we?
No, I don't think so.
Rude.
I thought the professors were breaking into this house with us.
No. All we have is Frank and August, who will mix it outside.
August.
Because
Abby,
August
what
is
do
currently blind.
What do I know about Bertrand's house in terms of entrance?
There's like a servant's entrance, probably. And it's probably like a decently sized 2-story house. So there would be windows to enter. And maybe it has like a nice patio in the back that would have another like back door entrance. But the servant's entrance would go like into the kitchen, which is probably staffed.
Mm-hmm.
And then you've only ever been like you've seen that one through the kitchen, and then you've been in the front door, but you don't know where the back one would let out.
Gotcha.
I vote we turn Alphonse invisible. He can go look for stuff, and if he needs to, he can break things to get stuff. Venus, you're distraction extraordinaire, and I am distraction part 2, if needed. Including cat escapades.
If I give
Sound-
someone a trait, do I have to give them the full trait, or can I give them part of a trait?
The full trait.
So I can't like truncate Drop Dead Gorgeous into just Drop Dead.
You tried to do this the other session by combining 2 different traits, which we voted no. So I think the
Dark.
answer for that
What was it? It was like something.
it was
something...
Night Owl and Dark something, yeah,
Yeah.
or something. You wanted to get like night vision.
Okay, so I'm distraction type 1. Do you want to just slip in the door when it's opened, Alphonse?
Yeah,
That's
as
what
long
I'm
as I
thinking.
can be invisible.
I will attempt to invisible you.
Okay.
Can I help while that's happening?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can help my invisibling.
What's invisibling cost?
That's a good question.
I guess it's the victim's perception divided by 2 plus. You want it to be more than a test. A conflict?
Yeah, it should be
So let's see, Bertrand, what do you have? Oh buddy, oh pal. Perception,
be-
not that high.
Wait, why was it Bertrand? Would it not be Bertrand's guard?
It is the doorman, but I
The
don't
footman.
have a doorman thing.
well, make a doorman.
Make
Burn up a
I'll just-
doorman real
I'll
quick.
just use my guard stat block.
I was gonna say, or make him the ancient guy that was at the temple.
Barnabas.
I wish that this did not have a point cost, so then we could just use it to break into the church.
Okay, so it's Ob 3.
Ob 3.
Yes.
And I'm helping
And
you.
is anyone gonna help?
I am.
Okay,
Because it's on me.
I'll take that help. And Yeah, I'll do Artha, base up 3.
Ooh.
Seriously?
No.
I'm gonna roll a fate,
Yep.
obviously. Oh my,
Oh my
god! What?
god.
The ever-living crap. Oh,
Well,
you know
that's
what?
tragic.
I forgot I have a named spell for it, too. Oh,
Mm.
well.
Sad.
C'est la vie. Forgot one
Sad.
of my modifiers.
What's even gonna happen? I wasn't.
I thought that was
I
in
expected you
the
to make
bag.
it.
I'm affronted. Bredis has a good example. He says Alphonse thinks he's invisible, but he's not.
No, that's great. I'll use it.
Yeah.
Oh my god. So do we all see Alphonse?
No.
Or is he... Oh my god.
Oh,
Perfect.
jeez. Great.
Oh, this is perfect.
He's only visible by people not in the party.
So,
But
like,
August can see him.
Oh,
Mia and Venus and everyone think he's invisible.
Yep.
Wonderful.
Wow.
That's hilarious.
Oh, God. This is gonna be bad.
I love this so much.
It's so good.
Okay, well,
Okay, we need to do this.
yeah, I'm gonna we go up and I knock on the door.
You're the distraction. Mia's like off to the side, like at the side of the house, out of view, so she can come dashing in if need be.
I am with Venus so that I can try to slip through the past him.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Okay.
This is
Oh,
the
this
best.
is beautiful and terrible.
Okay, so Venus, we're gonna do a linked test between you and Alphonse.
Mm-hmm.
Yours will be, I don't know, whatever you want to use. So you knock on the door and he comes to the door, and how do you try to distract him?
Please, sir, is Bertrand home? It's an emergency.
I'm afraid he's not home yet, but I can take a message for you if that.
No, please come. It's an emergency. You must come. And then I'm just gonna be like, I'm gonna like grab his hand and be like, there's been an incident down by the.
Okay, yeah, make
The dockyard.
falsehood up 3.
Oh, jeez.
Can I fork in seduction? No.
On this old doorman.
Can I fork in inconspicuous?
No.
Like I'm inconspicuous, or like
No.
Okay, whatever. You said 3?
Yeah.
Bam.
Oh.
3
Nice.
Nice.
So you made your falsehood. And Alphonse, you need to make a sneaky test.
Sneaky. Is that the actual attribute, or is
Yeah, I think there's a
Sneak
stealthy
skill.
Stealthy.
Or stealthy, yeah.
Yep,
Sneak, I was in
I
D&D.
don't
I
have
think
it.
it's opened for you though. I think you did
It's
this.
being learned.
Yeah.
Yep. Wonderful.
Um.
We're gonna turn you into a rogue in no time.
Apparently.
And that's gonna be ob 2.
Oh, Jesus.
Ob 3. Because you're
Oh,
actually visible.
So ob 6.
Oh
Yeah.
jeez.
If it were just
Because
the
it's
ob 2, I could
doubled.
have made it. But, okay, alright, well,
I forgot it was doubled. That sucks.
can I'm still fuzzy on this. Can I spend a persona ahead of time?
Yes, you have to.
Okay.
And you can spend as many as you want.
You can't.
Up to 3.
I don't want to burn through all 2 of them right now. Oh,
That's
but there's
valid.
no guarantee that I could spend a fate later.
Big moves, John.
Big moves. Heck it. I'll spend both.
Whoa.
Whoa.
The biggest
this
moves.
This is important.
Wait, you're still gonna fail though.
I actually, yeah, that's silly. I'm not going to spend
Yeah, you probably
either of
shouldn't.
them.
I
Okay.
know big move sounds good, but we
Big
probably
move
shouldn't.
sounds good, but 6 is a lot.
6 is, I mean, I have. So if I spent 2, it's a very slim chance. I'm not going to spend them.
But each one increases your chance of getting a 6.
I'll spend 1.
Okay.
That's it. Wait, I put that as a mod, not an Earth. Oh my god, I will get this right this time. Okay. Stealthy, 0 mod.
It was
1 Earth.
night-sighted and near owl.
Yeah. Ooh.
Super not.
Oof,
No
not
sixes.
great.
And no 6s. And no
Sad.
1s. Yeah, so I see him grab the doorman, and I like see my opportunity, and I try to screw.
So Venus is like, come quick, sir, come quick. And he's like dragging him out. And you're like, this is my chance. And then the doorman looks right into your eyes and is like, don't I know you from earlier? What are you doing?
What do you mean?
Part
No,
of-
you have never met me.
Do I understand that he sees me?
I mean, he's looking right at you.
Part of the emergency is that I really need
So that you what? Say that again.
I really need to use the restroom.
Give me falsehood of 3.
Oh my god.
No, I don't think I have.
Oh.
I don't.
Oh
Can it
my
be an
gosh,
ugly
you don't.
truth?
That's
Ugly
not.
truth.
No,
I'm gonna
it's not a
shit
truth.
Oh, true. It's not
You
a
don't know
truth.
that. Okay, so I need to add
That's
one.
true. I don't know that.
I need to add falsehood. Hold off. Let me mark my frickin' failed stealthy. Falsehood. What is that?
Falsehood should be will,
Okay,
right?
that makes sense to me. Logan,
Yeah, it's
you have
probably will
falsehood.
because they're all the social ones, pretty much.
What did you ask?
Falsehood. What skill is it? Or stat is it?
I can't tell. Like it just.
It's will.
Okay. Cool. Well, and you said ob 3?
Mm-hmm.
Great. So I can't beat this one either.
Oh my god.
That's fine. It's one person. 2v6 this time.
You got 6.
Chalk that down. I got a 6. Oh my gosh. Well, let me just spend a fate real quick.
For that off chance.
I would not.
I'm not wasting it. It's just
That's
not
fair.
possible.
I mean, it is possible.
It's very not.
It's
So
gonna
you're
be
like, I need
hard.
to use the restroom. And he's like, well, just stay here. I'll be right back. There's an emergency outside. I have to see to it. There's a tree over here if you need it, like, really bad, but I'll be right back. And then he closes the door and locks it behind him and, like, runs off with Venus.
I am going to run around to the back while he runs off with Venus.
Okay.
Mia runs with you. What are we doing?
You can't see him.
I still can't see him.
Um, if I notice that she's not tagging along, Mia, follow me. Follow.
Mia's like, what? I don't know this voice. What?
Oh my god. Not worth it. I just keep running. I go to the back door.
Mia's gonna follow Venus with the old man.
Okay, yeah. From a distance, or you just run after?
Like, kind of from a distance.
Okay.
I mean, I'm assuming they're only moving but so fast.
Yeah. So this old man follows you, Venus. He's like, now where's this emergency? What? I don't know what you want me to do about it, but I'll do my damnedest.
Do I
So
see?
nice.
Do I see Mia turn to follow us?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna pretty much sort of lead him around the block and then back to Mia,
Uh-huh.
and then
Aren't I following you?
yeah, but if you're following us and we come around faster than you,
Okay.
Red.
So now you're
lead him on
behind
this
me?
massive chase.
And I'm just like, I'm going to speak clearly to Mia as I'm talking. Look, this woman with wild hair, she's muttering crazed things. I think she's been possessed.
Mia turns, looks at you, smiles evilly, and starts cackling. Before she starts whispering, alternating between whispering and shouting at the top of her lungs.
I'm still holding his hand, and while Mia has his attention, I want to give him the trait corrupt.
What is happening?
I don't know, but I love it.
Okay, sure. How much does corrupt cost?
1.
So it costs
Corrupt, underpaid, or overworked.
4. A 4.
Do I have? Is it any help that Mia's like?
Can you have advantage for my distraction?
You're not actually.
Mhm.
Or do you want me?
I think he's distracted enough that you can cast a spell.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll name it.
Mm-hmm.
Always name those spells. Glittering gold.
Something
Sounds
I
good.
want it to be like something greasy palm. I don't know. Let me grease that palm.
That's terrible. That's even worse.
I have what's mine is yours.
Uh-huh. So it's what's mine is mine and what's yours is
And
also
one-
mine.
This is what's mine. It could be yours.
All of his spells are now going to start with what's mine from now on.
Okay, perfect. What am I even doing? Casting a spell.
A 4.
Yes. Click. 1. 4. 4 for
Nice.
4.
Oh, nice.
You gave him corrupt
Yeah,
in order for him to act in what way?
I'm gonna try and bribe him.
Oh, okay. So Mia starts like this is a holy man. He serves like the priest of the city. So Mia starts like doing all this stuff, and he just like you're still holding his hand, and he points at her, and he's like, "Witch!" and he like tries to pull at your hand.
I try.
Yeah. And he tries to get away from you, and then you get this spell off. And he's just trying to get to Mia to like. He's going to be physical.
I'm gonna say, wait. Let me. I was like, wait. I'm a magical man. Let me. And I like go up to Mia, and I'm like, foul witch. I command thee to become a cat and disappear.
Mia, of course, casts Black as Night
Oh, it's woven into your being.
into a kitty cat because it's woven into her being, and it is like breathing air. It's so easy.
Don't jinx it.
So, let's see. She gets an automatic +2.
Yeah.
No Artha, and it is only base of 3.
Oh.
Barely.
Nice.
That was so hard.
Look how many things were re-rolled.
I know, it was a mess.
Oh my god.
I don't even want to think about it too much. She lets out one last shriek, transforms into a cat, and then scurries into an alley.
Uh-huh. The cat continues shrieking as it runs off.
Is yowling,
Yeah,
yowling
yeah.
as it runs.
This man's like, you vanquished the foul
No.
witch.
No, you, sir, vanquished this foul witch.
I
You
vanquished
are.
this foul witch.
You have expended a great deal of effort in doing so, and I'm going to put some money in his hand and say, you earned a night off.
That I did, my good sir. And he just walks away.
Perfect. Does he take the money?
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
He takes it from you and just like walks towards the house of pleasures.
Oh.
He's corrupt now.
Oh god, you're right. Okay.
There were so I hadn't looked at the trait list since character burning. There were so many traits. I love how that turned out.
What? You went
There were
silent.
so many traits you could.
Have
So many traits
chosen.
you could have gone with.
Yeah.
And that one turned
Oh.
out just great.
So great.
And then I'm gonna whistle and be like, here, kitty kitty.
Mia starts bounding after you.
And we go back to the house.
You go back to the house. So Alphonse, you've made it around to the back of the house at this point.
Yes. Are there any open windows on the off chance?
No open windows, but there are
I don't wanna-
windows.
I don't want to.
It's not the first time you've broken a window.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
it's not.
Is the back door like I want to sneak up to it and attempt to open it quietly?
It is locked.
Wonderful.
Something's gonna have to be broken, probably.
Something's gonna have to be broken.
I mean, break-ins happen. It's a city.
Break-ins do happen. Is there any way for me to get to a second level window?
Yeah, there's like it wouldn't be called a patio, like a little, like a mini patio on the second story, but there's no like stairs up to it. But there is like an area that there's another door higher up. You just have to climb.
Yeah, I'm going to attempt. I think I'm going to attempt to climb. Yes, I'm going to try it.
Okay, are you gonna climb with sorcery, or are you going to climb with regular strength?
Climbing.
Yeah,
I'm
can
gonna
you? Arcane
climb with
action?
sorcery. Yeah, I'm gonna call it monkey feet.
Oh.
I don't like
What is with these names, guys?
Is
Most
climbing
kids have to deal
even
with animals.
a skill? It
Climbing's a
probably
skill.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It uses speed action.
Oh, which also would have been totally fine, but I would have been training it. So
Yeah. So this would be a difficult climb. So it's ob 3. An arcane action, I think, adds 1.
oh jeez.
So it's ob 4.
Can I do it carefully?
Yeah.
And what's the other one that you can combine? Like you can combine all three of them, but I always forget.
Carefully is the only one that gives you dice, but you can stack it multiple times. It just takes longer.
Yeah.
So you can
Given
do it
that
double
I'm-
carefully.
Given that I'm visible, I just want to do it carefully once over
Okay.
for the single modifier. And you
named
said
it.
it is, and I did name it. Let me start over. For the 2 modifiers, that's nice. And then I have named it. Can I spend a persona on?
Yeah.
this? Why not? I would hate to fall off or get seen. And you said base ob 4?
Yes.
Uh,
Fate.
Your
Fate.
I can fate the 1.
Yeah.
These rolls, man, are super
Mine have
hit or
been
miss.
really bad. So
Oh no.
Ah.
really awful rolls this time.
So you carefully climb this wall and are able to make it to the balcony. And you get to the top of the balcony and you realize that your feet are actually have turned into monkey's feet.
You mean hands, Abby?
Yeah, hands.
They turned into hands.
Yes.
And I'm happy about that. That's what
Your
this-
hand.
So now your feet have like toe thumbs.
That's fine. As long as
All
I
the
make
better
it
to
up
take
there,
notes with.
I can take notes twice.
All the better to steal things with.
I will carefully walk over and
This door is unlocked.
sucker. Yeah, I'm going to. Firstly, everything's dark inside, right?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I'm going to carefully open this door.
Okay. Yeah, you carefully slide it open. You don't hear anybody in the house. Like it appears to be empty at this point.
Awesome. At this point, I would like to, because they wouldn't, the help wouldn't stay on the second. I'm going to either hunt for a study, or if I can find a room that overlooks the front, I will try to keep an eye out for the other two.
Okay. The room that you enter from this little patio area is a bedroom.
Mm-hmm.
But you can definitely find other rooms that are near the front if you would prefer.
Yeah, I think I'm going, like, because Alphonse wouldn't know that the doorman is no longer a concern, he's probably going to prioritize the rooms with windows out the front.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, yeah, he's searching for papers and weird evidence and undead people, but he's also keeping an eye out for when that guy comes back.
Yep. So you leave the bedroom and kind of make it to one of the front. There's like a library that has a window that overlooks the front road and like the temple district and all this.
Sweet.
And there's like the book of Zeus laying out on like one of the coffee tables or something. And you can look out this little like circular window that looks out, and you see Venus and Mia. Well, you see Venus and a black cat like walking briskly towards the house.
Sweet. I want to creep down the stairs, and if I don't see anyone, I'm gonna like scurry on over to the door and
Yeah.
very carefully unlock it and open it for them.
Sure, you can do that. You both see a pair of disembodied monkey feet as the door opens.
Oh, what the fuck?
What? Mia, is this some type of trap, do you think?
Guys, it's
I
me.
Oh my god, they talk.
Alphonse, what happened to you? Who did this?
I had to climb up onto the balcony, and a spell went wrong, but it worked out. So, did
Wait,
it
I'm
really go
confused.
wrong?
Are you monkey? What is a monkey?
You haven't seen one? We have this really cruel practice where we lock animals in cages. I'm surprised you haven't been there. It's called a zoo.
Oh gosh.
Hmm.
Anyway, let's quietly and carefully go through the house. I think we should look upstairs first because that's where the servants aren't going to be. Speaking of, what happened to that guy?
I think
He's having a day off.
He should be having a good time in about 15 minutes.
That's wonderful.
I think y'all should search and I will keep watch.
That's even better.
And if need be, you can come and get me if you want me to try and get a vision from an item.
Okay. Yeah.
Why don't we just have Professor Frank, who's sitting on the curb, keep watch?
Because we don't want them to be
Incriminated.
incriminated.
Why don't we have August keep watch?
August is currently blind.
Mm-hmm.
He can see Alphonse.
You don't
But
know
you don't
that.
know that.
I thought he told us.
No.
Oh. Fine.
He
whatever.
did exclaim, "Oh, that's weird! I can see somebody."
Oh. Yeah.
But
Okay.
we would have thought nothing of it because we
Right.
Nothing of it.
Sure. Yeah. If you hear if you hear August say he sees people, probably cause for alarm. So maybe you both should be on watch.
Oh my god.
Okay, me and Monkey Feet will go search.
Yeah.
You keep guard. If you see anybody, just like turn into a cat and break something, or I guess I don't know.
Yeah.
I'll just start shrieking like a witch again.
That'll work. That'll work.
You could shriek like a cat.
Yeah?
It's not out of place. People might hear shrieking from a witch and, oh, there's a witch. We should go burn her.
Please just start looking.
Okay, Alphonse, you take upstairs. I'll take this floor.
Please be quiet down here. I think there are still servants here.
Okay. That's fine. I'd rather them find me than disembodied monkey feet.
Sure, but they're already dark, and it's dark in here, so...
I'm just gonna start searching quietly.
Yeah.
Okay. Both
I'll-
of you. Is investigation a thing or observation? That's a thing, right? We'll just do perception. The tried and true.
Tried and true.
Yay.
I
Just-
want to find a wine cellar.
A
Or,
wine
where he would
cellar?
where he would keep his good wine.
Sure. If that's. Yeah. That'll be. I want like 1.5 to be a thing, but.
Mhm.
2.
Ugh.
And Alphonse is looking for like incriminating evidence, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's
I
gonna
also want to
be.
do that after.
That's
get the
fine.
wine.
That can be a separate role.
Okay. Okay.
For Alphonse, that is 3.
Okay.
Is it perception? You said.
Yeah.
It's
Yay, finally.
Oh my god!
Wow. You tried to find wine at the head priest's house.
So you walk into a room that you
Zero,
think was
man.
probably the wine cellar. Like it's on the outside of the house and you think it'll go downstairs. And instead you walk into this like cook that's like bumbling around the kitchen. It's like
Oh, no.
it's like whistling to themselves as she's like going around and like making, I don't know, a steak or something. Some steak and potatoes is what she's making. She's like whistling to herself and she's making like some bread and like all this. And then the door opens and she kind of gets spooked and she's like, "Ah! Are you new here?"
Wait, does she see me or does she just see the door?
She
open?
sees you.
I'm gonna sort of like turn away and like rip my shirt open
What?
and then
Okay.
turn around and be like, "Oh, Bertrand didn't mention there'd be a cook down here. He just sent me down for some wine. I was upstairs with him."
Give me falsehood. Op 2.
Okay. Two for two.
She's like,
Done
I didn't
wrong.
know that Master Bertrand was back. You were
No, he's
upstairs
back.
with him. You need some wine. I'll get you some wine.
He said bring out the good stuff. He
goods.
said they would know.
Sure. She kind of like bumbles over to a little cabinet and like pulls out a bottle of red wine and kind of like looks at a couple of them and like the vintages and stuff and then brings you one and she's like, enjoy. I'll make
Thank
dinner for
you.
2.
3, and then I'll leave. Close that door. Oh.
So Alphonse, you make your way back up little slappy monkey feet to the bedroom.
Oh man, the sound.
This is it. And you find in this bedroom there's like a little desk and you're like, oh, this desk is probably a good place to start. So you're rummaging through this desk and there seems to be, there's like a little trash basket under the desk that has some crumpled up notes in it. And it looks like there's been like multiple iterations of this note written. And then there's like a pen with fresh ink and a couple of extra pages and like the starts of a letter, and then it looks like it was abandoned at one point.
Yeah, I want to all of that.
Yeah. So you go through the first the like letter in progress just says like the king has returned or something like that. And then it kind of ends. Because it was left off, and maybe there's like some ink splatter or something, like somebody was startled. And then you like dig through this trash basket to find like the other notes, and they appear to be in like various states of completion. Some of them, like the calligraphy is a little bit off, and it looks like somebody got frustrated and like threw this one away because it didn't look nice enough. But you find one that has the whole sentence. And it says, in like scratchy handwriting, it looks like this was one of the first ones. It says, "The king has returned. Long live King Delfino." That's where we're going to end tonight's session.
I knew it.
I didn't.
I had a feeling.
So that's what you find. Tonight was not the
Venus
final,
really
but you
messed
guys.
up because Venus could have had it real good.
You're
You're
muted.
I still could, okay?
No, I don't know about that.
I don't want it. If I wanted it, I could have it, but I don't. So I don't. I have sweet Ezra. And he's a real treasure, okay?
He is a real treasure.
Poor boy's being manipulated within an inch of his life.
Oh, yeah. That's fine now.
Okay, end of session.
End of session, Artha.
We burned it up.
Yes.
I don't think I completed any. Well, maybe belief number 2 because we're investigating Bertrand right now.
Yeah, I think that's fine.
Okay.
Take it.
I think I also got my belief number 2.
Let me look.
Talk to Frank about the undead.
Oh, yeah,
and
that was awesome.
figure stuff out.
Did I do anything? I didn't. Did I help?
Do anything? No, nothing.
Did I help Victoro? He's sort of just getting better, and I'm watching it.
No, I think I'll give you fate for that.
Okay.
So I need to actually add things to your numbers, I guess. 3. Alphonse
Thirsty.
gets a persona. Mia gets
I
a persona.
feel like I worked toward. I was getting my mother to not trust Alphonse. So that'd be easy to get him
Yeah.
out of the way if need be.
Mm-hmm.
And then I don't think I did anything with Mia, so. But one of my traits got me into trouble. Boy, did it.
Where are those earning Arthur things?
It's under stats and skills, yeah. Earning Earth.
Okay.
I think I need a fate for my belief number 3 because I've worked towards getting help from people who can get things done.
Yeah, that was good.
But I don't think I've completed it quite yet.
Alphonse, did you make progress towards either of the others?
I don't really think so, honestly. Didn't talk to Valentina at all. Didn't really talk about the Royal Guard that much.
I agree.
How do you feel about me putting my family first before friends and allies by almost betraying the whole cause so that she could have a second vote on the council?
Yeah, that was that was something.
Okay.
It was something.
That was something. I'll give you a fate.
Nice.
Instincts, anybody else?
Not really.
Mm-mm.
What does your instinct even have to do?
Instinct has to make life difficult.
Make
Mm.
life difficult. And a trait
No,
has to
actually, I
send a
was-
story in a new direction.
Reading them again, and trait can also be used for making life difficult too.
Okay. See,
I
I
was
always
reading
thought
the-
trait was the one that sent it, or that was difficult.
Trait is, I think, the little mini snapshot says send it in a new direction, but when
Mhm.
you read the actual paragraph within the
It can be either.
book,
Oh,
it
jeez.
says something about like making things difficult. Let me look.
Artha.
For earning Artha. Earning Artha.
Invoking a trait that sends the story in an unforeseen direction. That's written differently.
Only if invoking the trait, alters the direction of the story in an unforeseen way or makes life difficult for the character.
Mm-hmm.
So if a player's character has the clumsy trait and he opts to fumble the important artifact at the wrong time, that's worth a fate.
Oh, well,
So
I
kind of
went
like-
looking for wine because I have a lavish taste,
Huh.
and it made me bumble into that cook.
Sure.
But I think I already got that one, so don't
Yeah.
add another
Did you?
one. Well, yeah. Right?
No.
Yeah, we'd already
Oh.
given him one.
We gave you one for an instinct.
I was at 3. No, I got
Yeah. You get one
You've
more.
already given. Okay.
I'm pretty sure.
I'm not.
Just
I'm giving it to you.
I'm shutting up. No, you actually were gonna give me a deed.
No.
Yeah, I wish. Could use a couple of those right now. A couple more Persona.
I was I thought maybe I would give you a deed because that would be fun. But I don't think.
Just for the boss
we're
fight.
there. Yeah, just for the boss fight.
I want to do the Aristeria thing
Yeah.
for sorcery.
Alphonse, do you got any traits or instincts?
I don't think any came up. No, I don't really think I played the whole mistrust.
It was really close.
It was close,
Yeah.
but no cigar.
No cigar. Mia? Traits and instincts?
No.
Okay. A little crazy,
You're
maybe.
actually very functional. Maybe a little crazy or disturbed, but
You were cackling.
We're cackling. Actually a witch.
actually a witch. She is actually a witch.
She is
a
actually a
life
witch,
path.
yeah.
She's a crazy witch too.
Yeah.
Nonetheless.
Alright, so I think that's the Artha count. You guys are looking pretty good. Mia has a lot of persona.
I do.
Yeah.
That's
But,
because I expect Mia to make some big moves.
Big moves for Mia. We will pick this up again in 2 weeks for maybe the also final episode.
Hopefully, it will be the final episode.
We'll
We're just
see.
actually gonna break into the church next time, and then that'll be that whole episode, and then we'll finally meet the Admiral. And
Yeah,
then,
I think finding the Admiral would be really helpful right now, but that
Mhm.
circles test failed us miserably.
So we'll see what you do. You never fail to surprise me. So
This was a very fun diversion either way.
yeah, this episode was so fun. What a good session.
Yeah, we were really on it. We really got things done.
You did, unlike last session.
Unlike last. That was a little
I
rough.
killed a woman.
You did that.
Yeah, you did.
You're not wrong.
That was something that you did do.
So we will be back next week for Dungeon World with Logan
Yes.
for more mishaps and mayhem. And then the week after for Burning Wheel. And we'll see if we wrap up. I think we've talked about this a little bit, but I'll kind of talk about it again. After we finish like a mini campaign in a system, we want to do like a systems check, like wrap up on the mini campaign and kind of talk about the mechanics that we liked and like what we would do differently next time and kind of wrap it all up. And we'll wrap up Burning Wheel trait vote in that session as well. So we'll combine those. So that'll be sometime after this finishes up, depending on how you all do. But I wanted to talk about that a little bit, just so you all know what's coming up. Other than that, we will see you next week, and thank you for watching. Bye!
Bye.